It's time for exciting Benton Rangers football action here on your high school sports connection, WQRL.
Here's Drone from the shotgun, back to throw. Looks, wings it out, and intercepted. Torres has it. Torres is going to score. Mark Torres to the house. Mark Torres, a 25-yard interception return by Mark Torres. The sophomore continues to impress, Justin.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Benton West City Subway, Weeks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Chevy Polaris and Victory in Benton, U.S. Bank, Martin's Restaurant and Catering, Kimmel Chaplain Pharmacy, Mr. D's Drive-In, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton, Jesse Drew Rockin' Material, Dr. Simpson DDS in Benton, Wilkins Auto Body, All Stars and Stitches, Drew and Drew Attorneys, Skibo Family Eye Care, Tim Millenbein and Edward Jones, Benton Junior Football Association, and Ren Lake College. Now, let's head out to the field and every action-packed play of Rangers football. Here's the voice of the Benton Rangers, Jim Muir and Justin Wyant.
It's homecoming week at Benton High School, and the Benton Rangers and West Frankfort Redbirds are getting set for the 99th meeting in this storied rivalry. Good afternoon from sun-drenched Tabor Field here in Benton, and welcome to Ranger football action here on WQRL. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I'm Jim Muir. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action as the Rangers and Redbirds get together here in Week 5. This pregame show being brought to you by your Benton West City Subway. Your Benton West City Subway is all about finding the freshest veggies you'll find a cool, crisp rainbow of flavor that will be the perfect partner for your taste buds. From spinach to jalapenos, tomatoes to cucumbers, and much more, get your veggie on at your Benton West City Subway. That's Benton West City Subway. They bring you our pregame show here today on Ranger football. The Rangers enter this game with a record of 1-3, coached by Jeremy Claudefelder in his 8th year at Benton. The Redbirds are 0-4. They're coached by Brian Beery in his 3rd year at West Frankfort, and both teams are 0-1 in conference play. I'm joined today by Justin Wyant and by Travis Severin, and we'll get you set for this big Ohio Division matchup here this afternoon. First of all, Justin, Saturday afternoon football, great day, beautiful weather, and two teams that desperately want to win a football game here in front of us.
Yeah, you're right, and the atmosphere is absolutely what you ask for if you're a player. They're already lined around the field. We've got all the tents up. We've got people cooking out here. We've got Redbird fans. We've got Ranger fans all over the place. The atmosphere is absolutely what you want if you're a football player. Now, Benton's got to come out and do the job, Travis.
Oh yeah, they definitely have to do the job. I mean, it's the thing today is it's all great. You got the atmosphere. You got the Ranger tailgate going on, Jim. You got probably a couple thousand people here. But if you're a Benton Ranger football fan, the only thing that matters is what that scoreboard says about 3:30 today.
And Travis, looking at this game, counting this game, both teams have 5 left. And I think both teams, I want you to both talk about this, both teams are going to try and use this game as a springboard into the final 4 games of the season.
I'll take it for the Benton side. They've got to. I mean, the Rangers, if they want any semblance of a season that's going to make it to postseason play, you got to win today. I mean, you're 1-3 right now. Here's the great thing about sports. You win today, they always say winning cures all. All of a sudden, you're 2-3. A lot of people think the Rangers have a shot, a good shot of possibly knocking off on the road Harrisburg and Massac. We won't worry about that right now. But if we're going to think about it, you win today, you get on a winning streak. Next thing you know, possibly you could be a few weeks down the road 4-3 before 2 straight home games with Murphy and Anna. Then you never know.
You're right, and I'll take it from the West Frankfort side. If you lose today, you're 0-5. Guess what? Your playoff hopes are down the drain. You can't get in at 4-5. You're not going to win your conference, obviously. So, yeah, this is basically the season for one team and a pretty big springboard for another one. And as far as Benton goes, they've probably played the 2 best teams on their schedule. So if they feel like if they can get through today, they have, and I'm not taking anything away from Harrisburg, Massac, and Anna or whatever, but they feel like they can win those games, Jim.
And I think too, when you look at look at the Rangers at 1-3, one thing that's kind of missed in that, you just we hurriedly say Benton's 1-3, but when you look at the 3 losses, your teams that went into action last night, the 4 teams on Benton's, the 4 games that Benton has played, those 4 teams had a combined record going in last night of 13-3. So you've got a state-ranked team in 3A in Carterville, a state-ranked team in 4A and Harrisville. Benton's played some tough games going into this, so I think the playing field gets a little closer to being level for the Rangers the last 5 games of the year.
You never want to look past anybody, but if Benton wants a shot, here's the bottom line: they got to win the next 3 in a row. They got to be 4-3 before Murphy and before AJ the last 2 home games. Here's the other thing we haven't talked about: how nice is it to actually play a home game?
Yeah.
No kidding, and we seem like we've been on the road for a long time. I think we're back on the road the next 2 weeks at Harrisburg, at Massac, and we come home from Murphy and AJ to close out the season. But we have kind of been road warriors this year, and very, very nice to be back in the friendly confines here. And on top of that, Saturday afternoon football, and boy, there's just a different feel. I think it's the playoff games that spoil you on this, but it's just a different feel in here on Saturday afternoon.
It's a different feel. Justin's played in these games before. And I'll just say this much. I was thinking about this before we started the pregame, guys. Benton's played 1 home game, and that 1 home game by far was their best game of the year.
Yeah.
Caleb Brock played amazing that game. Torres played great. Cruz Hayes played very well. We scored a lot of touchdowns. Van Horbeck had a big touchdown catch. So let's hope that same Ranger offense shows up today against the Birds.
Yeah, here we are in week 5, and we haven't been. This is only our 2nd game home, Justin. So as a former player, maybe the heartbeat's a little faster and the adrenaline's pumping a little bit more when you're in front of your home crowd on a homecoming.
Yeah, and to top it off, you come out here, and as a player, I'd come out here a couple hours before the game, and I'd just walk around. I'd talk to some people before I got into my game mode. You just want to walk around. You want to suck it all in. If you're a player, I didn't get to play in the Saturday. Of course, we played Frankfort on Friday nights, but I played in a few Saturday playoff games, and this has that kind of a feel to it, and it's just something you cannot recreate. And I go through it all the time with my 2 boys at home. I'm like, guys, now they're both into sports. I'm like, guys, I played in some of the biggest games at that school on Saturdays, and I can just bring back. It just seems like I can walk you through each moment of each one of those games. It's just something you don't forget. So as a player, you don't want to take anything for granted here, and you want to suck everything in, Travis.
Well, I was just going to throw this in, Jim, before I know we need to get to the interview with Claude. But my last little thing is you hope as 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, they get that. Because Justin's, we won't say his age right now, but we're past that now. We're 20 years going out of high school. You hope these kids realize this means a lot to play Frankfort and soak it all in, but yet perform.
I'm sure that's something I would bet that both coaches have talked to their team about, and probably will be mentioned again in the pregame. Speaking of coaches, I had a chance to connect this week with Benton coach Jeremy Clodfelder. He had a great week of practice with his team. He's hung the slogan on this game, and I think you'll find it very interesting. So let's get a quick break in, and then we'll come back to Tabor Field for more of our Benton West City Subway pregame show. Back after these messages with Benton coach Jeremy Clodfelder.
At Subway, we're seriously into veggies, just like you. So we get right to work every morning, selecting the best ones, rinsing, slicing. With this cool, crisp, colorful rainbow, your sandwich comes to life before your very eyes. A one-of-a-kind creation just bursting with flavor. We're all about finding unique veggies. And not just the expected, all kinds, like spinach and red onions. So come in and get your veggie on at Subway.
If you want a huge selection without a huge price, get to Weeks in Benton for the model year-end clearance event going on now. 2015s are arriving daily, so we must move all remaining 2014s. Find the vehicle you want at a price you can afford with 7 brands to choose from: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Polaris, and Victory motorcycles. Now is definitely the time to buy, as there will be huge deals on all 2014 models. That's Weeks in Benton, north of town but south on the price. Back to Benton Rangers football on your high school sports connection, Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field in Benton for our coaches report, brought to you on our Benton West City Subway pregame show. We're joined now by Benton Ranger head football coach Jeremy Clodfelder. And Jeremy, before we talk about this afternoon's Ohio Division matchup against the West Frankfort Redbirds, let's back up a week and look at a loss to a very good Heron Tiger team. You said following that loss that you planned to hit the reset button in preparation for this week's homecoming game. Talk about how you've approached this week against West Frankfort.
Well, I just think sometimes when things haven't developed the way you'd like them to, or there may be some issues and some struggles going on in the situation. I think sometimes in life, not just in football, while we just can't erase the past, I don't think it's always the best thing to do is dwell on the past. My mom taught me years and years ago, and teaches me every single weekend when I'm down that you can't beat a dead horse. Once it's dead, and move on. So I just thought the state of our program where we were at right now, it would it'd make a lot of sense for us to hit the reset button. And what we did was we started shuffling some guys in some places and positions. We turned in our game jerseys. We took our stickers off the helmets. We actually started like it was starting brand new. We're going to redistribute those stickers and those jerseys as guys earn them throughout the course of the week, and make it special again. Make it something important and special to have that jersey, not just be a guy that wears the jersey down the hallway on a Friday at school. Make it mean something, make it be honorable, and make it important.
Big matchup today against West Frankfort, the 99th meeting of these two teams over the course of that many, nearly a century of play. You have used a slogan this week of Sunday 2198 to motivate your team. Talk about that.
Well, when we got here, obviously, Jim, we've talked about times weren't exactly the way people wanted them, I'm sure, from a football standpoint. And one of the first things that we as a staff we had to commit ourselves to do was not chase conference championships, not chase playoffs, things that we've achieved in state rankings and so on and so forth. But the first thing we had to do was catch our rival. I think that's one of the most important things you can do in a rebuilding type of atmosphere. And so we put a lot of emphasis on this game, and everyone knows the number of years these two teams have been playing. Obviously, with today being the 99th meeting, everybody's aware of the rivalry and how long it's been, how awesome it's been. We've been playing on Saturday afternoon and had a traveling trophy that's gone really kind of back and forth, but not really back and forth. On today, it's the 2,197th straight day that trophy's been in our locker room. And with our players, we've talked about the emphasis of keeping this trophy and preparing throughout the course of the week to give us the best opportunity to keep that trophy so that when we get up here on Sunday morning, it's the 2,198th day and counting. That trophy remains at our place. And
how have your players responded to that?
Well, I think they know it's important. I think they know it's important to the community. We live in a little bit different society now, and you've got to make it about them a little bit. It's just the way it is. I've always said one of the guys that gets it the best, everybody made fun of him in his early part of his career coaching football, and he was fired from the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And the way he went about things, they thought he was goofy, but he stayed his course, and he knew there was a different way you had to coach kids. Things changed. It wasn't always dictatorship and yes sir, no sir, even though you want your kids to be disciplined and play hard and do all those things. But Pete Carroll's had it. He's had it figured out for a long time. You look at their days at USC, you look at the Seattle Seahawks is the best football team in the world right now, and I think he makes it about them. He makes it creative. He makes it energetic. He does all those things, and I thought throughout the course of the week thus far, it's been okay. I thought our guys have embraced some new positions and new changes, and we'll just we'll go out there and let it rip.
It's homecoming week at Benton High School, and that always means a lot of distractions. As a coach, you have to weigh the importance of this week to your players against the fact that you have a big game to prepare for. How do you do that, and how do your coaching staff handle this important week?
Well, this year it's really twofold, Jim. I'll be honest with you. We always do the same thing on a yearly basis in the terms of it is homecoming, and homecoming's about football to me. That's what it's always about. It's about a game. I've never been to a homecoming dance that's been really overly enjoyable after a homecoming game loss. But I also think it's important for the kids to have a good time. They get 4 years to do this. We're adults, and kids are living in their moment right now in high school, which can be some of the most fun times of your life, at least in your young adulthood or your youth. And we tell them, all the dress-ups and the fun days and all that stuff that goes on Monday through Friday to enjoy that stuff. I don't ever want to take that from them. I want them to be a kid and have fun with that. But I want them to do that from 8 a.m. to about 3 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, I want them to flip the switch and get ready to prepare to play a game. That's what we've always preached. Second fold of this is, it's homecoming, and homecoming's about people. And it's about coming home. It's about being where you're from. It's about Ranger Nation. It's about all those things. And, I think there's been some landmarks and some things that are important this year. When you think about homecoming, it's Dr. Kelly Stewart's final homecoming as a superintendent at Benton High School. Her family has been very well known throughout the community as her daddy was a ball coach, and she's led this school district for a number of years and done a great job, and has been there for me in my most difficult times, and has been has been unwavering in support in terms of our football program and giving us the tools and resources to do the best we possibly can. So I want to congratulate her and thank her on her final homecoming as superintendent of Benton High School. A couple other off-site things, Jim. Obviously, I want to say congratulations. I'm happy. My wife, we're happy for you. We've prayed for you, and you've got some great news and great results this past week in terms of your own health. And that's just awesome stuff, and we're really, really happy for that. And the third fold thing, we're not out of the woods yet as a community. You always got things you got to fight. Bobby Hutchins, who's been just a really good supporter of us. He's been to practice on numerous occasions. He's at games. He's been involved with the football and basketball program and helping us. And Bobby's fighting his own battle right now in terms of prostate cancer, and he's not able to be at a lot of games. I know he's home today listening on the radio, and we just from Ranger Nation on homecoming here to a Ranger, we want to say we're with you, we're hanging with you, and we're fighting for you.
Well, on a personal note, I want to say thank you very much for those kind words. I appreciate that. I'm sure Bobby does too. And I want to echo your thoughts about the Stewart family. Also, I knew Harry well, and then of course you watch the Stewarts come through through the years, and of course Kelly has been a great supporter of what we do here at WQRL. So appreciate those comments. Look at this game today, Jeremy. The Redbirds enter with an 0-4 record, and we know that means absolutely nothing in the scheme of what's going to take place here this afternoon. You've had a chance to look at the film and the scouting reports. Tell us about the West Frankfort Redbirds.
Well, you know what? They're 0-4, and we've had some games where, fortunately for us in the last few years, we've been pretty good at this time record-wise, and they haven't. And but it's always kind of, at least early on, it's been a dogfight. You know, you throw the records out the window. That's a whole cliche and all that. I get that, but when you look at this rivalry, I'm telling you, it's true. They're going to come over here and they're going to smack us, and I don't think they're necessarily as bad as their 0-4 record. They've had some issues disciplinary-wise where they had a really good back in his 2 games, and they lost those 2 games. I had a chance to watch them in the Pinckneyville game, in a game that was 27-21, late third quarter. They were driving, put the ball on the ground, some things happened, an ejection took place, and the ball just kind of fell apart at that point in time and ended up being pretty bad. But the bottom line is I think they're big offensively up front. They're big and strong. Their running backs, they've got 2 really nice running backs in Hartley and Solis. Solis is a really, really hard runner, put together nicely kid. Hartley is a little bit longer guy who can really stretch you and break. I mean, he can really go the distance. He can run it pretty well. They got a couple of quarterbacks, including the coach's son, that do a couple of different things. They're not afraid to throw it around. They can jam you in there and try and get some run game established. So we've got to come ready to play. Defensively, they're very aggressive. They're going to get in the 4-3 with 2 high safeties, play a lot of man. Probably going to try and pressure our quarterback and our offensive line. It's one of those games that there's a lot riding. We talked to our kids about the remaining schedule. We talked to our kids about playing the last game of your life, getting ready to play the last game of your life. And then today, that's what they want. We want them to approach it. We want them to approach it today like it's the last football game of their life.
Tell us the keys to the games this afternoon. What do the Rangers have to do to get in here and win this homecoming battle 2014 against cross-county rival West Frankfort?
Well, we got to score, and one of the best ways to score is try and create field position, make some plays, and take care of the football. But we've got to find a way to put some points on the board. We haven't done that very well. And defensively, we got to be disciplined in the back end, and we've got to come downhill and tackle. Maybe create some opportunities for us offensively by getting the ball back, getting the ball out a little bit. But we've got to tackle. We have not been a very good tackling football team for the last 4 years. We have been a physical defense, top 1, 2 in the Ohio division in terms of points allowed and yards. And right now we're just not tackling very well. We got to start striking at the top of our shoulder pads and being physical. And I think those are probably the biggest keys. I think come out and play with a bunch of passion and energy because they're going to 0-4. It's kind of their season when you look at their record and who they have left. They still got a very good Herring team left. They've got Murfreesboro left. They've got Carterville at the back end of their deal. So I think the writing's on the wall for them, and this is their Super Bowl. And then you look at our schedule, and they've kind of got some of those dogs out of the way right now, and we've got a chance to maybe right the ship and put a few together here. But doesn't matter. Most important ones right now today.
And finally, I know you've had some players that have been nursing injuries, had a couple players that have been out because of injuries. Health-wise, how are the Rangers heading into Week 5?
You know what? I kind of noticed this just the other day. I kind of noticed that we're starting to look a little healthier. We're starting to run around with a little bit more pop. I think Clay Kelly's been nursing an ankle but playing through it. I think he looks a little bit fresher. We will have Mark Torres back. We're going to try and get him involved in the game and get him active. Maybe slow to go, but we do have the green light for him. So we're going to try and back to 100% and let it roll.
Coach, good luck to you and the Rangers, and do your best to keep that trophy in Benton for another year.
I got it. Thanks, guys.
That is Benton Ranger head football coach Jeremy Claudefelder. The exciting Benton Ranger football action is straight ahead here on WQRL. Back for more of our Benton West City Subway pregame show following these very important messages.
Are you suffering from checkout counter shock? Does your register receipt reflect higher and higher prices? Are you tired of juggling a budget that buys less for more? Your Pekin Insurance Agency, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton, has good news for you. If you insure both your home and auto with Pekin Insurance, you'll receive a discount on both, up to 30% on your homeowner's premiums and up to 15% on your auto premiums. It makes good sense to call SCD Ray & Sons, 439-7557, about an auto home discount, making a difference for you by going beyond the expected. Everyone has a lunch special, but what's special about it? At Mr. D's, you get great food at the best price, like the burger combo. A hearty, tasty burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.39. That's right, less than $5 for a full meal. Now that's special. Mr. D's has all of your favorites, from chicken strips with gravy to chili dogs to savory barbecue, even a tilapia fish sandwich. Wash it down with your favorite drink like a blueberry Mountain Dew or a milkshake or ice-cold Pepsi. Try an ice cream cone for dessert. Mr. D's Drive-In on North Main, Benton. Back to Benton Ranger Football on Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field, homecoming weekend here at Benton High School with Justin Wyant and Travis Severin. I'm Jim Muir, and we're just minutes away from the start of this football game. Benton and West Frankfort, the 99th meeting in this long-time rivalry. Let's go down to the sideline. I believe Travis Severin has made connection with Benton defensive coordinator Bob Pankey. Travis, is all yours. We have got some technical issues going on down on the field, and we're going to go ahead and keep it here. The teams are back out on the field. We've had the national anthem, and Justin, what do you see as the keys to this game today?
Keys to the game, I think it being homecoming, it being a Saturday, tons of people here. You're playing your rival. I think you got to keep the blinders on once the game starts. You got to think about your job and your job only. Do your job on the field, and then after the game, you celebrate. It's so needed, and you got to play 48 minutes. We haven't seen this Ranger team play a whole 48-minute football game. I think you have to do that today. The game is going to be a grinder type of game. I think if you win the turnover battle, I think you win the game. And, of course, the keys to the game, just like every week, are brought to you by Heartland Office Supply in Benton. From paper clips to office furniture, Heartland Office Supply is your one-stop shopping spot for all your office supply needs: inkjet, cartridges, toner for copiers, file folders, envelopes, and custom order stamps. That's Heartland Office Supply. Visit them online at heartlandofficesupply.com or give the good folks at Heartland a call at 435-4264. That's Heartland Office Supply, located at 111 East Lawrence Street in Benton, bringing you our keys to the game. Travis says he is ready again. So, Travis, if you can hear us, why don't you go ahead and take it away with Bob Pankey.
We will keep it here. We're getting set for the introduction of the players, and while they're doing that, Justin, let's look at the starting lineup for this matchup.
Sure. Caught me off guard with the technical difficulties. Let me find my sheet real quick. At the defensive starters for Benton, on your defensive ends, it's going to be number 22, Cruz Hayes, and number 34, Clay Kelly. Tackle positions are number 77, Dustin Minton, 73, Jeremy Clements, and your guard is Josh Goodwin, number 66. Linebackers are 32, Peyton Smith, Tristan Savonsky, 21, and Jordan Kulik, 31. Defensive backs are Trey McDaniel, number 1, Cole Richardson, number 2, and Chase Owens, number 4. And before I start giving the offensive starters, Travis Severin says he's got the issue taken care of. Let's try it one more time. Travis, can you hear us?
Hey, Justin, this is Travis. Can you hear me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay, I've got Bob Pankey, defensive coordinator, with me, and Bob, a couple minutes before the game starts. Nothing like going down the wire here, but you got to love it as a coach. Give me your thoughts as a defensive coordinator before you guys play West Frankfort. Well, first of all, awesome atmosphere. We love the Saturday afternoon atmosphere, the tradition and all those things with West Frankfort. So I love the fans coming out, the tailgate, all those kind of things. Everybody's jacked up and excited. Defensively, as far as we're concerned, and I'm sure Coach Claude has said this as far as our entire team is concerned all week long, but we hit the reset button, kind of starting over, and a little bit different. I shouldn't say different. A little adjustments to defense. We got a couple of different guys playing some different spots. Moved Cruz Hayes back to a linebacker spot. Swapped a couple of defensive linemen around in some positions, and going with more of a 3-4 type mindset versus what we've been doing previously. Again, just trying to jumpstart these guys and get them rolling and get them moving in the right direction. Mark Torres back today, Coach. Mark Torres is back today. Going to be playing on the defensive side of the ball for sure, and I'm glad to have him back. Last but not least, biggest thing for you today for your defense. Well, stop Hartley and stop the other running back that they had, the two kids that they had in the backfield at times, and stop those two kids. I think we'll be in good shape. But Bob Pankey, defensive coordinator. Whittington Church brings you our Talk to Defense report each week with Bob Pankey right here on Benton Ranger Football. Whittington Church knows the importance of teamwork, and they encourage you to be part of a winning team at one of the many fine churches in our area. That's Whittington Church. Wishing a successful season to the Rangers and all the area teams. And, guys, I'm coming back up there with you.
It is Jesse Van Orbeck teeing it up for the Rangers. Benton will kick off to West Frankfort deep for the Redbirds. It is Brandon Beery and also Kyle Saley. They stand at their own 10-yard line. Van Orbeck is ready. Big crowd. The Great Ranger tailgate going on. Great atmosphere here tonight for this afternoon at Tabor Field. We're set to go. Van Orbeck looks both ways down the line of scrimmage. Now he approaches the ball, and we are underway. Good kick, middle of the field, going to be fielded by Beery. Beery to the 30, cuts to the middle of the field, still on his feet, weaves through traffic, and takes it down all the way down to the 44-yard line. So West Frankfort will start out with excellent field position at their own 44-yard line, just underway. Glad you're with us here on Ranger Football homecoming week at Benton High School.
I'm going to tell you right now, number 10, Logan Hartley for West Frankfort, is going to mess with me all day. His shoes are bright yellow, and it looks like two flags on the field every time he's out there. So please stick with me. I'm going to work on that.
West Frankfort with the football first. And we're set to go. It will be Beery calling signals. He pitches it out. And with the ball is number 32.
Horse collar.
That is McReynolds. Josh McReynolds takes it down to about the 48-yard line.
It's going to be a face mask against Benton.
Flag on the first play from scrimmage in this game. And are they saying inadvertent flag, or are they going to call it pin? No, face mask.
5-yarder.
5-yard inadvertent face mask. And that'll move it across midfield, so West Frankfort in Benton territory. And they'll have a first down. And 5. Redbirds take over. First and 5. And the ball at the 46-yard line. Again, Beery under center this time. And handoff goes to McReynolds. McReynolds cuts back up the middle. Nice yardage. Keeps those legs moving. First down yardage for Josh McReynolds.
Yeah, going back to what I said earlier, the game's going to be a grinder all day. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to run the ball, establish the run. That the first play went outside. They were able to get good yardage, tackle on the face mask. Now you got McReynolds running straight up the gut and breaking a few tackles. Frankfurt's getting off the ball well early in the game.
Kyle Saley's in the game for West Frankfort. We've heard a lot about him. They've got some nice size running backs. Saley's 5'10", 190, and Hartley 6'2", 205. West Frankfort will send one wide out near side. The ends are tight. Split backs. Here's going to be McReynolds again. Good pursuit by Benton, and he's dropped for a loss. Good. McReynolds dropped for a couple-yard loss. He'll push the ball back to about the 37-yard line. Just underway. We've played 60 seconds. They'll spot him at the 36. Be a 2-yard loss. Second down. We'll call it a yard loss. Second and 11. Second and 11 for the Redbirds. No score, just underway. Big crowd here today. Tailgate going on. A lot of smoke drifting through the air up here. It's a very nice atmosphere here on a beautiful fall afternoon here in southern Illinois. Spears will split wide near side. They'll send two wide out the other side. Pitch out's going to come back to Hartley. Hartley cuts back and he picks up a couple, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long for West Frankfort. He'll get it down to about the 31-yard line, pick up, they'll say, of about 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 6 for the Redbirds. Benton leads this series by 50-46-2. 99. This is the 99th edition of this long-time rivalry. Hartley will line up as a single back. Beery from the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the near side. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be complete.
Face mask.
And another face mask, and they're going to get it out there. I think it's going to be another inadvertent. We'll wait and see. They got another flag coming in from the back end. Flags everywhere.
I have a feeling that's going to be of the 15-yard variety. It kind of looks like he twisted his head around.
It really changes things if it's a 15-yarder, guys. You go from having a 2 yards to automatic first down.
The officials confer at the 35-yard line. Flags everywhere. One flag came in from the back end.
Oh.
Benton could maybe have offsetting penalties here. We'll see. Just on the face mask.
That was a
5-yard inadvertent. He got his hand in there, and he got it tied up, but he got it back out of there pretty quick. So I think maybe they thought, well, it wasn't a flagrant thing, so they give him the 5-yard inadvertent face mask. It does move it 5 yards. It's 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7.
Probably 4-down territory you got to think for the Redbirds here. So this play right here is key for the Benton defense. Keep them right where they're at and make them go with a 4th and about 6.
3rd down and 7, we'll call it. Wide out far to the right side. That's Peyton Taylor. Split backs. Beery under center. Turns around, busts the play. Nobody there. Beery's going to be sacked for a loss. Torres in on the play, and Torres back in action, makes his presence felt quickly. But that was a busted play, guys. Beery turns to his right to hand it on. Nobody was there. He's like, hey, wait a minute. Somebody's supposed to be there, and all of a sudden, he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're right. It was a busted play. Mark Torres finally back in the lineup. We see his athleticism right off the bat. He didn't let the quarterback, Beery, get outside. If he got outside, Travis, that could have been a big play for the Redbirds.
Huge play now, 4th and forever, Jim.
4th and 12. They're going to punt it away and try and play a game of field position here early. It'll be Hartley to punt it. Low snap. He hauls it in. Here's the punt. It's going to go off the side of his foot and go out of bounds. And we'll wait and see where they spot it at. It'll be about the 11-yard line. So a net gain of 26 yards on that. That ball was spotted at the 37. Benton will take over deep in their own territory at the 11. But the key words in that sentence, guys, is Benton will take over. Benton will. The Benton defense bends but doesn't break and forces a punt.
And just to throw this out there real quick, folks, the young man back in the studio learning how to do the board. My fault why we couldn't get on the air earlier. So he's doing a great job, Ashley, back there. Me, I use technology all the time, couldn't figure out my stinking phone. So thanks that we got that interview on.
Dylan Snyder interning all day today. He was with us on Saturday morning talking sports. We welcome him into the fold at WQRL. Here's going to be a handoff and going to be to Nick Goffinette. Goffinette will take it beyond the line of scrimmage.
Real quick, Jim, while we got some time, offensive starters, Trey McDaniel at end, number 1, Cruz Hayes, 22, Cole Richardson, number 2, tackle Ben Pankey, 71, Bryden Pickleheimer, 63, guards are Raymond Smothers, 68, Trevor Johnson, 75, Devin Sideking is our center, number 56, running backs are Clay Kelly and number 5, Goffinette, and back under center after getting some time off last week, Caleb Rock, number 20.
And here's a handoff to Clay Kelly, and he takes it out to about the 15-yard line, pickup of about 3. So a good hard run there. Benton showing a little formation on that offensive set there that I hadn't seen yet this year.
Yeah, and our starting lineups are brought to you by Martin's Restaurant and Catering, located at 412 East Main Street in Benton. Martin's Restaurant and Catering is a longtime sponsor of Benton Ranger and Rangerette Athletics. Stop by and visit Bob and his fine staff as they bring you our starting lineups here in Week 5 against the Redbirds.
Caleb Brock rolls to his left, looking to throw. Got a man and incomplete. Intended receiver for the Rangers was Cole Richardson, incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Rangers, 3rd and 6. The Rangers have had trouble scoring this year. They put 40 on the board against Sparta, 6 against Carterville, nothing against Pinckneyville, and a late touchdown, meaningless touchdown late in the game against Aaron. So Benton has had trouble moving the football.
One big thing Claude said when I was down the field talking to him early, guys, is he wanted to get out of the gate quickly, probably not the first drive he wanted.
No, it's already looking like the field position game has started quickly. Just when you think Frankfort's in 4-down territory. They drop back, punt, try to pin Benton deep. They do. Now it looks like Benton's going to have to punt. They're going to get good field position back.
And how important, guys, when you start a drive, your first 2 running plays go for 4 yards. You know, no coach wants a 3rd and 6, a 3rd and long. You'd rather have a 3rd and 2 or 3 where you've got the option to run or throw. When it's 3rd and long, you pretty much have to throw.
West Frankfort uses the timeout. This timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, where they have handled your insurance needs for 103 years, regardless if it's health, life, personal, or business insurance. SCD Ray will provide service, quality, and commitment. Stop by and visit John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving Southern Illinois' insurance needs. They call a timeout as Benton is set to punt the football away deep in its own territory. We'll see if maybe West Frankfort wants to try something defensively here and maybe send the house in and try and get the punt. It'll be Saley's and Hartley deep for the Redbirds, and they're going to come out of this in great field position. It'll be Van Orbeck to punt it for Benton. He's inside his own 5-yard line. Hartley and Saley stand at the 50. Here's the punt by Van Orbeck. It hangs a long time in the air, fielded by Hartley. Tries to get to the outside and does. Turns the corner to the 30. 25-20. Still on his feet and out of bounds. And West Frankfort is going to come out of this with great field position inside the 25-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redbirds.
I was going to say, what a great seal block by the guy on the outer edge that time, Justin, to free up Hartley.
Yeah, it took one block to free him some space. He got a good one on the outside edge that time. And Hartley, the athlete he is, he can make the rest of it happen. That's why you play the field position game right there, Travis. You punt, send Benton deep. Benton punts or 3-and-out punt. Now you got the ball inside the 15-yard line, it looks like.
So the Rangers find them. They're back to the wall here early. Here's going to be a handoff to McReynolds again. He picks up yardage across the 10 to about the 8-yard line. West Frankfort has to get down to the 2-yard line for a first down. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. So it's 2nd and 5, and the ball is spot on the 7-yard line. West Frankfort with a chance to draw blood first here in this 99th meeting of these two schools. Here's going to be a handoff to McReynolds, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. Good pursuit.
Yep.
In on that, Cruz Hayes in on that tackle.
Jordan Kulik was in there as well. So Benton's defense hanging right in there, even though they've Frankfort's had the ball near Benton end zone the whole first 2 possessions. So I said it in the pregame. I think you got to get the turnover. I think you got to win the turnover battle. In this kind of game, you will win the game if you win the turnover battle.
West Frankfort with a 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. The ball on the 6-yard line. So the Redbirds with 2 pops at it to get the 4 yards. Here's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and they'll push the ball forward. Going to bring up 4th down, though. I don't believe they got the first down.
Now 3rd yard short.
Wow, big play here, guys.
4th down and a yard. 4th and 1 for the Redbirds. So a big play early in this game. There will be a lot of big plays this afternoon. This is the first of those with a 4th down and 1. 4th and 1 from the 3-yard line. They have to get to the 2-yard line for the first down, and 3 yards away from 6 points.
Now look for Berry again. Just go straight ahead. Let's just do a quarterback sneak. Get it in. He does.
Berry lowers his head, pushes the ball. We'll see where they spot it.
2 yards, and they got it at the 1-yard line.
Nice push by his tailback, getting a little push from behind there to get a little shove, Jim.
Coach Clotho talked in the pregame. This is a big line on West Frankfort. Their offensive line is big. Benton has been outsized on the offensive line virtually throughout the year.
Yeah. And West Frankfort looks like a big team. I haven't went through their whole lineup yet as far as their line goes, but they look pretty big, and they're getting a good push early in this game.
So it is 1st and goal for the Redbirds, and the ball is on the 3-yard line. Here's going to be a handoff to McReynolds, and he's in. McReynolds takes it in from 2 yards out. Josh McReynolds, a 2-yard touchdown run, and West Frankfort on the board first here, leading at 6-0 at the 5:10 mark. 5:10 remaining in the first quarter, and West Frankfort on a 2-yard run by Josh McReynolds.
Yeah, and once again, all set up by about a 35-yard punt return by Hartley. He got a pretty good block, got him all the way down to about the 15-yard line, and then Beery, the quarterback, and McReynolds take over from there.
It will be Chaz Centauri will try the point after kick. The Rangers jump.
Wow.
And we'll see what West Frankfort does now, whether they'll maybe go for two. They move it closer to the goal line by 1.5 yards.
Yep. So far, the quarterback, you get under center, just kind of fall forward. He's getting 3 yards a pop every time he does it, so you got to feel like that's all they need to do right here. If you're the defense, kind of pinch the middle a little bit, make them do something different.
So the penalty changes the complexion of this early, as West Frankfort was going to go for the point after kick. With the penalty, moves it to the 1.5 yard line. That will bring up a 2-point try by the Redbirds. They already lead at 6-0. The Rangers find themselves in a hole here early going. And we mentioned early on, if Benton has had an issue this year, they have had trouble scoring. Here's Beery. Pitch out to Hartley. He's wrapped up and nothing doing. The Benton defense does the job. Torres in on that tackle along with Cruz Hayes. So the 2-point conversion fails, and the Rangers dodge a bullet there, guys.
They dodge a big bullet, but something I was thinking about listening to the two of you guys. People don't realize sometimes in football, there's 3 parts to football. Offense, defense, you forget special teams. Special teams, folks, just set up that touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, that 35-yard return gives you the ball on the 12-yard line. I don't care whose defense it is. That's hard to stop someone when you're 12 yards away, and Frankfort capitalized. Kudos to the Redbirds. They did what they're supposed to do. They score a touchdown.
And the Rangers will try and counter back.
Yeah, and adding something to that, Travis, you said you got 3 parts of the game. I've said it about every week for about 4 years. You got offense, defense, and special teams. You play one of them poorly, and it can kill you in a game just like this. So far, like you said, West Frankfort taking control off of a special teams play, and they've got the 6-0 lead right now.
And sometimes, guys, you mentioned the 3 parts of the game. Sometimes if you play poorly in special teams, it puts an added burden on your defense or your offense to come out of a hole that the special teams created for you.
Here's the thing I think about right now, guys. The offense has to click. They have to. They have not scored since Sparta, basically. I know we got the token touchdown late against Heron. This offense has to produce some points. Frankfort just watched them in for 2 series. They moved the ball pretty good both times. This is not going to be a 6-0 game. Benton's going to have to score some points.
So it will be to kick off for West Frankfort. That is Nelson Lindhorst. Deep for Benton will be George Stiles. And also, it is Jesse Van Orbeck, and we've got a flag toss before the kickoff. Delay of game on West Frankfort. That'll push it back 5 yards, so that might help the Rangers as far as field position goes. The Redbirds certainly used field position to their advantage on that score.
Now, I've said it, basically, I've said this all year. Now we've got to come out and answer that. If we get down by 2 scores again, then that kind of makes you one-dimensional, Travis. You start throwing the ball a little bit more than really what you wanted to, because now we've talked to Claude in the first 4 weeks of the season. He wants to establish the run. It's going to be hard to establish the run when you're down by 2 or 3 touchdowns. So you've got to answer this one right here, get some momentum back, and get some confidence for these guys, because we know they're lacking in a little confidence right now after last week.
So Lindhorst will tee it up at the 35-yard line now. And deep for Benton will be Stiles and Van Orbeck. And another flag. And offsides on the kicking team. That's West Frankfort moves it back 5 more yards.
Now here we go again, talking about special teams. 2 penalties right there. Now they're going to be kicking back from the where were they? They're going to be on the 30-yard line. And now you think Benton's going to get pretty good field position out of this. We don't have a kicker in this game like we had last week who can boom them into the end zone, so it's going to probably be kicked to about the 30-yard line on Benton's side of the field. You get some decent blocks, you might get it back up to the 50 or even in West Frankfort territory.
Stiles and Van Orbeck now stand at their own 25-yard line, and Lindhorst will tee it up again.
Getting better and better every time I put my head down.
And we got the kickoff without any infractions. It's going to be Van Orbeck from the 18-yard line to the 30. Gets to the middle of the field, still on his feet, takes it down. Good run by Jesse Van Orbeck all the way down to the 44-yard line. So Benton now with good field position, and we'll see if the Rangers can capitalize on that.
Yeah, I think you've got to spread the field a little bit if you're Benton. I know he wants to get that running game going, but it kind of seems like they're stacking up the line of scrimmage on us a little bit. They've probably seen the game film from Heron. They know we've got a little bit of a quarterback issue going on here. Who's going to play? Is it going to be Page? Is it going to be Rock? You know, to me, it don't really matter. I think now you got to get Caleb Rock some confidence, throw somebody deep.
Caleb Rock from the shotgun wings it out to the flat and caught, but we'll see if that ball bounced. I'm not sure if it was a completion or not.
Yep, second down.
It was a completion.
No, now they're saying no.
The ball skipped, I believe. It was intended for Trey McDaniel. So that'll bring up a second down and 10, so nothing doing there. Caleb Rock from the shotgun. Kelly is the lone back. 2 wide outs to the far side, 2 near side. Here is Caleb Rock to his right. Flag on the play. Going to be a hold, I believe. Here's going to be caught by Trey McDaniel, but it's going to come back.
It's going to be an illegal shift on the Rangers backfield.
Negates the first down, too, guys. He just picked up 12 yards on the reception for not, it looks like.
Illegal motion on the Rangers, and a game so far plagued by penalties. We're still just 7 minutes into this game, and we've had a lot of yellow flags out there already. And that'll move it back to the 39-yard line. Again, the Rangers, sometimes their own worst enemy, with a penalty, brings up second down now and 14, second and 14. Again, Rock from the shotgun, and he's back to throw. Got some time, wings it out, and McDaniels, the intended receiver, catches a football. They're going to spot him at the 44-yard line. He's going to get back to about the original line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up third down and long, 3rd and 10 for the Rangers. Pick up a 5 on that play.
And what they're trying to do right here is just kind of get a feel for the defense, see what they're going to give us, hit a couple short passes, and then maybe the defense comes up a little bit, you get somebody deep.
Another flag on the play.
Oh, man. A sideline infraction on the Benton side here.
And sideline warning is what we've been told. Caleb Rock from the shotgun, 3rd and 10, big play coming up here. Rock back to throw, under pressure, and intercepted. Intercepted right into the hands of Jacob Bartoni, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
We have a flag now. This could be on. This is an area where it could be holding on a Redbird, and I'm hoping that it's going to be
a flag on the play. It could have came after the interception too.
It came right before.
We'll wait and see the officials. And it's been a game that's been plagued by penalties so thus far.
No, it's on Benton. It's going to be touchdown.
Touchdown. False start on the Rangers, so the interception counts. A 38-yard interception. Jacob Bartoni. And the Redbirds have jumped out here ahead 12-0, and the Rangers find themselves in a hole yet again.
Yeah, and that was just the case right there where, you know, it's a screen play to one side. Caleb's trying to sell it to the right. He just turns and throws it before he sees the play develop, and the defensive end for the Redbirds there, Bartoni, he didn't buy it. He held his ground and kind of hid behind some people, and then when he saw Caleb was getting ready to throw, he jumped up and caught it.
12-0, Rangers down, and it'll be the Redbirds to go for 2. Beery under center. Split backs. Beery back to throw into the end zone and complete. That was pretty easy.
Wow. That
was very easy as complete pass to Jason Spears. 2-point conversion is good.
Guys, the only thing I can say right now, it's 14-0. The good thing is there's still 4:11 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, tons of time. You know, what you worry about is the mindset of your kids if you're a Ranger coach, because they took a beating last week at Heron, and now so far in this game, our offense has done nothing, and our defense has been on the field forever, and they're giving up points. So you got to figure something out quick here for your offense, or it's going to be a long uphill battle all day long.
The thing that concerns me, and we said it going in, the thing that concerns me is the lack of ability on the offensive side of the football. Just have shown no ability. As you said, Travis, 40 against Sparta. We had 6 against Carterville, 6 against Heron late in the game when the game was already long decided. So this team has just been unable to move the football.
Well, the one good offensive play, there was a penalty. You know, you have a 12-yard completion to McDaniel, and that was a nice play of that last drive. It looked like, think about it, if you don't get that penalty, you're in Frankfort territory. That drive completely changed.
Sure.
Instead, you get back-to-back penalties. You end up throwing an interception, pick six.
So it'll be Lindhorst again to kick off. And deep again for the Rangers, George Stiles stands back at his own 15-yard line. Here's Lindhorst. And it's a squib kick up the middle. It's going to be fielded by Peyton Smith, one of the upbacks. He takes it and gets it down to about the 35-yard line. And Ben will start out with decent field position again. And you made the comment when it was 6-0 that Benton needs to answer. I think it's just imperative that Benton answers now, because if you don't get some points on the board and let them have the football back, with the opportunity to them maybe to go up 3 scores.
You got a new quarterback, Jim.
So Hamilton Page, the freshman, will get the call, and he'll play in his first homecoming football game here at Benton High School. Hamilton Page from the shotgun. Handoff goes to Golfinet. Golfinet picks up nice yardage down to the 45-yard line.
Good run that time by Golfinet. Page is step back in the shotgun. They think, okay, new quarterback in. We're going to try to pass it to Moore now. We're going to hand off to Golfinet. Takes off the left side, runs a couple guys over, gets 9 yards. Let's see if we can't establish something on the ground here and beat West Frankfort off the line of scrimmage.
Page from the shotgun. Golfinet is the single back. 2 wideouts near side, 1 far side. Here is Page again. Handoff Golfinet. Again, lowers his head and picks up a couple, and that could have been a late hit, no flag. They'll spot him at about the 48-yard line, pick up a 3.
I think the quicker you can get your plays in, the quicker you can keep West Frankfort's defense back on their heels, the better, because it looks like Benton's found something over on that left side that they want to exploit a little bit.
So first down yardage for Golfinet. Again, Page from the shotgun, going to be Golfinet to the right side. He cuts back in. Nice run by Golfinet. First down yardage all the way into West Frankfort territory, down to the 41-yard line. Maybe that second touchdown by West Frankfort woke the Rangers up.
Something needed to, and it looks like they're playing a lot better right now.
Nice cutback, guys. I heard Justin say it, Jim, as he was calling the play. Just watching the running back. He made a great cut there that freed up all those yards.
Golfinet out of the game, and Clay Kelly in the game.
Timeout.
And a timeout call. That'll be an opportunity for me to remind you that SCD Ray & Sons serves all of your insurance needs, and they have since 1911. Stop by and see John D. Aiken or Bob Wright. Give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray & Sons Insurance, serving Southern Illinois' insurance needs since 1911. And sometimes, guys, when you're struggling, you look for the positives. And I think right now what you see from Benton, the fact that Benton put together a couple good series of plays, is a positive to me.
I think, and it could have been a fact of maybe the Ranger players come in and looking at that 0-4 record for the Redbirds, saying, we're coming here and kind of do what we want. Guess what? It's not going to be like that today. Maybe that second touchdown, maybe that interception woke him up a little bit, Travis.
I hope it did, because, they switched quarterbacks to put Page in the game. He hasn't thrown the ball yet, but the offensive line had nice block, and Golfinet, it looked good. I mean, his 3 carries have picked up a nice chunk of yardage. Let's hope, go back to Kelly now in the backfield with Page and see if we can keep rolling.
It will be Clay Kelly. He's a single back. 2 wideouts near side, 1 to the far side. And Hamilton Page, the freshman from the shotgun. Low snap going to be Clay Kelly. He cuts back with room for the outside. Kelly to the 30, 25, 20, and all the way down inside the 20. They'll spot him at about the 19. So a pickup of about 22 yards by Clay Kelly, and the Rangers have got something going.
Yeah, and a great block outside for Kelly to break that one. It was number 2, Cole Richardson, that time out there doing his job, wide receiver. Sometimes you don't get the ball. You got to block somebody. Help Benton get a huge break on that one.
Here's Page. Going to be handoff again to Kelly. Kelly cuts back in. They score. Still on his feet inside the 10 and brought down. One defender from West Frankfort got him at about the 8-yard line. But a nice run again. 12-yard pickup by Clay Kelly, and the Rangers have got something going with a 1st and goal from the West Frankfort 8-yard line.
And sometimes bringing in someone new kind of sparks your offense a little bit. They brought the new quarterback, and it looks like the Rangers have a little pep in their step.
And the Rangers are going to get a timeout. Benton's going to timeout and to talk this over. And again, this timeout brought to you by our friends at SCD Ray & Sons Insurance. Regardless if it's health, life, personal, or business insurance, SCD Ray will provide service, quality, and commitment stop by and visit with John D. Aiken or Bob Ray, or give them a call, 439-7557. Guys, first I'll start with you, Travis. Certainly, as I said, sometimes when things are not going real well, you look for the positives. Really a nice drive this time by the Benton Rangers.
It's a great drive. 5 straight running plays. Been to the left, been to the right, been up the middle. Anything they've wanted to do, the lines look good. The running backs have made some nice cuts. Justin alluded to it a second ago. The wide receiver made a nice block on the outside. Everybody's clicking right now. Bill Page comes in as the new quarterback. He has done nothing but hand off, but it seems like we've got more pep on our step. Now you're down to the 8-yard line. You got to capitalize now, though. First and goal inside the 8. You called the timeout. You don't want to stall. You want to pound it in quickly.
Yeah, and what's happening here is we're establishing the run. Now what's going to happen, maybe we get the ball back next time. Now they start thinking run. They start stacking the box up a little bit. One over the middle, touchdown to somebody.
Handoff will go to Golfinet, and nothing doing as he maybe picks up half a yard or so, and it'll bring up second down and goal for the Rangers. From inside the 10-yard line, Golfinet comes off the field limping, and Clay Kelly back in. Golfinet favoring that right ankle as he comes off the field. So the Rangers with a second down and goal now, clock running, 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. And it'll be Page from the shotgun, handoff. Kelly cuts back against the grain, still on his feet, and
down to the
1-yard line. Perhaps we'll wait and see the spot. I thought he got in. But it's going to bring up third down and goal, and the Rangers have got to get a score in here. Third and goal. And the ball is spotted at about the 1-foot line. Third and a foot for the Rangers. Hamilton Page, the freshman quarterback, from the shotgun. Handoff, Clay Kelly, and didn't make it. Wow. Stopped at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down. And we've seen this happen twice this year. We saw it happen in Carterville where Benton got the ball on a play like this. We saw it happen at Pinckneyville. And what happened afterwards when Benton didn't get in, it completely reversed the entire game. And Benton, I think this is the biggest play Benton perhaps in the season. Hamilton Page from the shotgun. Handoff to Kelly. He's not going to get in. He's not going to get in, and Benton's going to turn over on downs.
Yeah, for my money right there, I think you get under center and you just push ahead, just like Frankfort did down here. You have your quarterback just push straight forward. You get 3 inches, you got a touchdown.
That is the third time this year I can think of in crucial situations when Benton has had the ball at the 1-yard line or closer and cannot get in.
The biggest one that stands out to me is the one against Pinckneyville. When we don't score there, end up getting shut out, couldn't have any other drives. You got to believe you got 4 downs to go 8 yards. You've been running the ball all the way down the field, and then all of a sudden it stalls out. Now the defense that's had to be on the field a ton lately, guys, has to have their biggest defensive stand of the year now.
1:08 to play in the first quarter, and West Frankfort already leading at 14-0. It will be Beery under center. He's going to try and push the pile forward. He maybe gets a yard or so. I recall you talking about the Pinckneyville game, and Benton couldn't get it in from the 2-yard line, and Pinckneyville promptly took it 98 yards up the field and scored, and the game was basically over from that point in. Carterville, same way. Benton inside the 2 and couldn't get it in, and Carterville marched the length of the field in. So the Rangers, when they get in the red zone, particularly in that inside the 5, they have really struggled this year. Frankfort will send 2 wideouts, 1 each side. Beery will be under center. He's going to hand it off, and not much doing there.
Boy,
he may get a safety.
I'll take a 2. Come on.
He got out, but it wasn't by much.
They're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, but boy, it was close to being a safety on that.
And I know this from, Bob Pinkey, the defensive coordinator, probably wants to send the house now. You got 3rd and long, but you can't be too greedy here, Justin. You want you just want to make them have to punt. But I know they probably like to send the house and get a safety or maybe a touchdown or something to make them fumble.
Well, even if you don't send everybody, your ends have to get some pressure in the quarterback's face here. I don't think he's going to drop back and pass. I really think they're going to try to run another one up the middle.
Very under center, and that will end the first quarter. That will be the end of the first quarter, and West Frankfort has jumped out here to a 14-0 lead. Benton has them pinned back in their own near their own end zone, but right now West Frankfort will lead after 1 quarter of play. Our score: West Frankfort 14, Benton 0. Back to Tabor Field in 60 seconds.
The Benton Junior Football Association would like to thank the following businesses for their support: Wyant's Surveying, Abbott's 24-Hour Towing, Hobbs Services, Kurt Irwin Construction, AP Excavating, State Bank of Whittington, Q106, Pop's Barbecue, Positive Impressions, Midwest Excavating, Bit Brokers International, Aikens Auto Salvage, RLC Bit Service, Mid-Country Bank, and Gajewski Bulldozing. The Benton Junior Football Association thanks you for your support.
Hi, I'm Travis Severin, Sales Manager for U.S. Bank Home Mortgage in Southern Illinois. We all know how important it is in football to have great coverage in your secondary, and we feel the same with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage. In Southern Illinois, if you're buying your first home or anything in between, we've got you covered. If you live in Southern Illinois, our team has you covered with Becky Clifton in Centralia, Karen Pelker in Mount Vernon, Nani Moore in Benton, and Kathy Lober and Carla Grant in Marion. With the variety of loan programs we offer, coverage is our specialty. U.S. Bank Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to Benton Rangers football on your high school sports connection, Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field. We get set for second quarter action. The Rangers find themselves in a 14-0 hole here. West Frankfort facing a 3rd down and 10 from inside their 1-yard line. Here's Beery, pitches it out. Got a man to Hartley, I believe. He's going to be short, I believe, of the first down. That was Saley's, pardon me. That was Saley's on the carry. Well, he's a hard runner. Brought down by Torres, and also in on that tackle for the Rangers was Trey McDaniel. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Benton defense holds, but the Rangers blow a golden opportunity to take it in when they had the ball inside the West Frankfort 1.
Well, let's look at a positive again. We're going to get decent field position out of the punt here. Now let's see if we can do something with it.
Hartley from the end zone will punt it away. Low snap, hauls it in. Here's the punt. End over end, and it will hit. Benton will let it bounce, and Benton will come out of this in great field position. Benton will have the football at the West Frankfort 45-yard line. So the Rangers dodge a bullet. The Benton offense gives the West Frankfort, the Benton, I guess I should say it like this, West Frankfort defense gets 1 score. The offense gets a score. Benton defense spending a lot of time on the field, guys, on a warm afternoon.
Here's my thing. Defense, they come off the field, you tap your offense, say, hey, guys, we bailed you out. Do it. Do it. You're on the 45-yard line. Let's do something, boys.
So Benton takes over great field position. It'll be the freshman Hamilton Page again. Wideouts, 1 each side for the Rangers. And Kelly is the single back. Here is Clay. Cuts back to the line of scrimmage and nothing doing. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Clay Kelly tried to cut back against the grain, and he's dropped for a loss. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 12. Had a scoring updates from another game around Southern Illinois. Our friend Ron Van Horn sending updates. The last thing we had on CZR and Cesar Valier leads CZR at 35-21 at the half. So a lot of scoring in that game for it to be only halftime. Page will be from the shotgun. Kulik is a single back and another flag on the play.
Wow. That's a good bit. How many is that now, guys? 3
That's
or 4?
A false start, and it's going to be penalty number 4, and that's going to be 4 for 20 yards for the Rangers.
And that pushes them back across midfield to the Benton 49, and it also makes it a 2nd down and 15, 2nd and 16 after the 1-yard loss by Kelly. So 2nd and 16 for the Rangers. 3 wide outs to the near side, 1 far side. Kulik is the single back. Hamilton Page, the freshman, at the quarterback. Page is going to fake the throw. Got it wide open. It's going to be Trey McDaniel. McDaniel is going to score. McDaniels will take it into the house on a 51-yard touchdown from the freshman Hamilton Page. So the Rangers on the board and Benton trailing at 14-6. How about that for the freshman?
Hey, can we draw off that play a few more times, Jim? Because that looks beautiful. He was wide open. McDaniel on the left side, near sideline. Great job. And here's the toughest part sometimes. You got to catch that wide open pass. Right. He catches it, takes it in.
And he had Chase Owens wide open, too. Chase Owens was probably 10 yards behind. Nobody was within 15 yards of him.
You know what I'm impressed with that time? The patience of the freshman quarterback. The pump fake, and then he stepped back and watched, and then he saw it open up, and he dropped it right in.
Caleb Bishop on the point after. Hold good, kick good, and the Rangers have cut the lead in half 14-7, and that certainly brightens my day, guys. How about you?
Oh, absolutely.
Brightens
we were talking in the middle of a commercial. We're getting scared here a little bit. You know, we know the capability of our offense. I mean, we just haven't seen anything yet. Right there's a little ray of sunshine, Trav.
A little ray of sunshine, and I know this much. I was joking when I said the defense comes off the field and taps the offense and says, all right, boys. Now the offense comes back and says, okay, guys, we got a 7 back. Let's hold them again, and we want to get back out there.
That score comes at the 10:03 mark of the second quarter. Cuts the lead in half, 14-7. Rangers trail, and I'm going to bet you that it'll take more than 14 points to win this game.
Yeah.
So the Rangers, as Justin and Travis said, the defense now needs to rise to the occasion again. Benton has done a good job of moving the football. That one play down there or a couple of plays where they stalled out on inside the 5 certainly stands out large, but they came right back, got the 51-yard touchdown pass from the freshman, Hamilton Page.
Something he'll never forget, guys, his first varsity touchdown pass like that.
Something I'll never forget. I'm excited for him.
Here's the thing that does right there. We get down inside the 5 again. Now they're not going to maybe stack it on us. Now they know the freshman is able to throw a pass, and that'll help us out down on goal line situation.
It will be Van Orbeck to kick it off, and he squibs one up the middle and fielded by Saley's. They're going to get him to the outside and out of bounds. But West Frankfort will come out of this in good field position. They're going to be just shy of midfield. That was Kyle Saley's with the carry, and they'll stop him at the 48-yard lines where they'll spot the football at. With 9:56 to go in the second. Lots of time left in this game. Lots of time. 14-7 Rangers trail. But Benton with a little momentum at its back right now after that 51-yard touchdown strike from Page to McDaniel here on Homecoming 2014. Etch their names in the Benton record book for all time. Here is pitch out going to be Pulley, going to hand it off, and I think that was McReynolds again, and he doesn't get a lot, maybe a yard.
Yeah.
Going to give him 2.
Kulik for the Rangers, and number 4 for the Rangers, Chase Owens, pretty much shut that down as Mark Torres was getting blocked nicely by the end. He was fighting to get free, but, you know, you got to have your teammates there to help you out. They filled the gap nicely and shut that run down before it got started.
Hunter Pulley in the game for West Frankfort. You guys remember him from last year at West Frankfort. He emerged as a sophomore in that game and really played well for the Redbirds. He's back in at the QB spot in place of Beery. Here's going to be Pulley on the keeper, nothing doing. He lunges forward, and he saves that from being a disaster. He maybe gets an extra yard. And Hartley wanting a little extracurricular after the whistle had blown there.
Okay, well, and here's the thing about Pulley, folks. If you don't know about Pulley, 6'4", 210, Jim, a lot different look than Beery. Pulley's a big kid.
Beery at 5'11", 175, so a totally different look there in the quarterback spot for the Redbirds. But it's 3rd and 6. Big play here. Can the Benton defense do it here? West Frankfort will send wideouts, 3 far side, 1 near side, and it's an empty backfield. Here's Pulley. Hangs it out into the flat. Going to be first down yardage. Hartley on the carry. And Hartley wanted to fight. Hartley jumps up and ready for action.
Let him fight it.
I guarantee you there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call coming shortly.
I don't get it. That's been a record that's been played, about 7,000 times. But anyways, nothing was thrown there, but I think you're right, Jim. Something's brewing.
So it's a nice yardage on the carry by Hartley. Just get up and celebrate the carry. And catch the pass and pick up first down yardage out to the Benton 40. Here's Pulley again from the shotgun. McReynolds a single back. Now Pulley moves up to the line of scrimmage, talks to his line, now backs back, looks at his wrist. Play clock on 9. And it's snapped by Pulley, and he's going to be brought down.
Yeah.
Peyton Smith in on that, and Pulley had nowhere to go, and Peyton was all over the top of him. A loss all the way back to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 20-yard loss.
Couldn't quite tell if he wasn't ready for it, if it was a bad snap, went over his head or what, but Pulley couldn't handle it, and what a big play there, and Peyton Smith right at home to get the tackle.
2nd and 23 for the Redbirds now. They've got to get to Steel City for a first down.
Now, defensive backs, you know, they've been thrown on a little bit this year. Now you got to think pass first if you're back there in the secondary. Let your teammates up front take care of the run. Don't let anybody behind you if you're back here in the secondary, because they're going to probably air it out here pretty soon.
Here is Pulley under center. Flips it back. It's going to be a halfback option. Got a man wide open. It's going to be a touchdown. Here's the catch by Jason Spears, and he takes it into the end zone. A halfback option.
That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. You had the pitch back. Everybody bid on it, including the secondary. They all want to be a hero and make a tackle. You got other jobs to do. You got to stay back and don't let anybody behind you. The old classic halfback pass that time comes back to haunt the Rangers on defense.
Halfback option. Hartley to Spears, 53-yard touchdown pass. West Frankfort goes up 20-7. And they catch the Rangers completely flat-footed on that play. As Benton, nobody was within 20 yards of Spears. Here's the snap is low. The kick is no good. So the point after again fails, but the Rangers find themselves down by 2 scores again, 20-7. And just to be brutally honest, West Frankfort just caught the Rangers flat-footed, guys.
Yeah, they did. Pretty good play call by the Frankfort coaches right there. They're seeing something just like Benton did on their pathway. They're seeing something upstairs that's leading them to believe they can throw the ball deep. So they gave it a shot and it worked.
Well, here's what I've noticed: the last 2 touchdowns for both teams, wide open passes. Both teams' secondaries better shore things up, because here the thing that comes to me, you just held them on a huge play. It's second, and you said Steel City, and it's a halfback pass touchdown. Well, great thing is there's still 7:26 to go in the first half. Our last drive was a great touchdown pass, so got to reproduce it. You got to keep scoring. You said a few minutes ago it's not going to be a game where 14 points wins it. It might be 40 to win this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I said it at 14. I'm going to say it again at 20. I don't think 20 will win this game. So, but the Rangers have got to answer back. They're down by 2 scores again. 20-7 is the score. And West Frankfort will kick it off again. It'll be Nelson Lindhorst. He's a senior, 6 foot, 210 pounds. He tees it up at 40. Deep for Benton will be George Stiles. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to be Stiles from the 18-yard line to the 20, 25, and goes down hard at the 20-yard line. Net gain of a couple yards on the return, and Benton takes off in not good field position at the 20.
I was just going to say, great pursuit by Frankfort special teams there in defense. Stiles looked like he had some running room, and about 5 guys swarmed him. It was nice.
They get him to the 22, so it's a net gain of 4 yards on the kickoff. And Benton takes over 1st and 10 from its own 22. Lots of time in the second quarter, 7:20 to play here until halftime. Be sure and stay with us for Drake's Jewelry. Here's Clay Kelly with three. Clay Kelly going to go. Clay Kelly. One guy to beat. Clay Kelly to the 30, 25, 20. One guy to beat. Savings and touchdown.
No flag.
No flags. A 78-yard touchdown run by Clay Kelly. And the Rangers are right back in it, down 20-13. Wow.
Whoa. Right up the gut. Open some holes, offensive line. Clay Kelly just ran for 78 yards untouched, Travis.
Guys, there's been 3 touchdowns scored in about 3 minutes. This game is getting wild. And great blocking up the middle. He just broke the seam, boys. Are you kidding me?
What?
Touchdown negated. There is a flag on the field.
Where?
I don't know. They just called a 78-yard touchdown back. I just saw the guy call it.
There wasn't a flag on the field.
There was not a flag on the field. I checked it. I looked the field over.
Yeah,
there was no flag
on the 20. See him? He's picking it up.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Wow. Well,
unbelievable.
Can we do that play again?
Yeah, well, they're going to do it again, no doubt.
It was so far behind the play. And a flag on that side of the field when the play is to this side of the field. That's one of those ones that kind of like the Carterville call. And they're going to back it back. So it was a 5-yard penalty back to the 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So a 78-yard touchdown run by Clay Kelly is called back. He celebrated that touchdown a little too quick. And Coach Clauseller wants a timeout. And he's very upset. I'm not sure who with his team or the officiating, or perhaps both. He ran about 40 yards down the sideline screaming timeout. So I'm not sure what he saw. But He wants to talk it over.
And with our headsets on, I could still hear that timeout. I think you could hear that timeout in Thompsonville.
7:08 remaining. This timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving your insurance needs since 1911. Boy, having that touchdown call back, talk about deflating a balloon. That was a big call, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And you know what? I need to go talk to some people at Heartland Office Supply. I need some whiteout. I wrote that down, and I need to get it off there so we can run the next play.
I just keep thinking in my head now, how do these kids respond? How do you respond? You think you're down by a score. Now it's 1st and 15, 83 yards to go. Obviously not 83 yards on one play, but hey, let's see what they're made of. What do we do?
7:08 remaining. Benton down 20-7 after the touchdown call back. Here's going to be Kelly to the other side. Clay cuts back and nothing doing. Stood up at the line of scrimmage, gang tackle, and pushed back, and he's going to lose yardage. We'll wait and see where they spot him. They're going to give him a half a yard. It'll be near the 20. But it's going to bring up 2nd down and long, 2nd and 14 for the Rangers. 2nd down and 14. So Benton needs to get the offense in gear here, moving. It'll be Hamilton Page, the freshman, from the shotgun. He rolls to his right, going to throw it. Looking, wings it out, and incomplete. Intended receiver was McDaniel. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long, and that's exactly what Benton didn't want in this position, particular part of the field, with a 3rd down and long from your own 18-yard line. Benton needs to get a first down here to keep from starting that game of field position again. Kelly out of the game. Single back is Kulik. 2 wideouts each side. Here is Page with lots of time. Looking. Still on his feet. Got some room. Hamilton cuts back against the grain. Still on his feet. Hamilton gets to the outside, cuts back, challenges the defenders, and takes it out to about the 33-yard line. A pickup of near 15. He's going to be a yard short.
Wow.
It's going to bring up 4th and 1, and this is an interesting call right here for the Rangers.
Good run by Page that time, just making something out of nothing, a la Spike Bunton. Looked a lot like him on that play. Passes, not there. Tucks the ball down, see what you can get. Nice job.
Benton with a timeout remaining. We'll see if the Rangers try and get him to jump here. Nope, they're going to punt it away. Benton will punt it away on a 4th and 1. Van Orbeck will stand at his own 20-yard line. Deep will be Hunter Pulley. Good snap. Here's the punt. It's a good one. Pulley feels it and goes down inside the 30, about the 28-yard line. Stiles and also Blaine Pankey down there on the coverage. 5.5 to play, though. 20-7 is our score. 5.5 to play until halftime.
All I did was make a little note. You guys probably did the same thing. When I thought the score was going to be 20-14, and what happens from then on. We didn't score on that drive. We ended up having to punt. Now Frankfort's got the ball. What does this Ranger team do? Now down 2 scores, thinking you're down 1. Does the defense make a big stand here? Can you get the offense back on the field? What happened?
Well, there was no doubt a letdown. We saw it. You could see it in their mannerisms out there. It was just a small letdown. Now you got get defense back there, get some momentum back.
5.5 to play. Benton down by 2 scores. Here's a handoff to McReynolds. Tries the left side and picks up a couple of yards. They'll give him 3. And it'll bring up 2nd and 7. West Frankfort will be content probably at this point. Use a little bit of that second quarter clock and try and go in at halftime. I think Benton has to keep it at 2 scores. 2nd and 7 now. 5:20 to play in the first half. Rangers trail 20-7. Homecoming 2014 here from Tabor Field on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon in the fall afternoon here in Southern Illinois. Here's Pulley. Going to be a keeper by Pulley. Nothing doing there. And he's going to be maybe a yard. We'll wait and see where the official spot is. We'll give him a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5. We'll call it 4. 3rd and 4 for the Redbirds. Big play coming up here.
Big time play right here. The way that they're going about this, it looks like they're going to try to get the first down by running the ball, and if they can't, they're going to try to course, they're going to use as much clock as they can, and then they're going to punt. So look for them to use all the play clocks. They're probably going to run it again. They're going to use all the play clock, all they can, and they're probably going to punt if they don't get the first down. So it's a big stand for them.
If Benton could get the get the hold here and get the mix up in the backfield, nothing doing, they're not going to get the first down. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So the Rangers defense holds. The Benton defense has actually, aside from the one play, it's been pretty good today. Benton, the West Frankfort defense scored one of those touchdowns up there. So it's fourth down, and Hartley will punt it away. Deep for the Benton, for the Rangers will be Chase Owens. Also, Cole Richardson will go deep for Benton. Hartley stands back at his own 23. Here's his punt. It's a dandy. Going to angle it toward the sideline, and it's going to take a Benton bounce and fielded by Chase Owens with some room. Chase all the way across the 40, down near midfield, and Chase Owens. And a flag comes out over there. We'll see what that was. Unless that was Hartley's shoes he saw. I think it was. As Justin pointed out in that in our pregame, Logan Hartley of West Frankfort got on shoes, cleats that are the exact same color as the flag the officials throw. You see his feet sticking out somewhere in the middle of the field, you have a hard time determining if it's a flag or not. First and 10 Benton at their own 47-yard line. Here's Page. Hand off Kelly. Clay cuts back and nothing doing. Maybe a yard.
All I'm thinking is if they can score here and then get the ball back to start the second half. That's all I'm thinking with this drive.
Yard pickup by Clay Kelly. And 2nd and 9, clock running, 3:37. Benton has one timeout remaining. And 3:30 on the second quarter clock. Torres back in the game. And Stiles out.
I look for Torres to run a seam right to the post right here.
Here is Page back to throw under pressure. Gets rid of it and it's complete to Cruz Hayes. Cruz takes it down inside the 45 to the 44. He's near first down yardage. Going to bring up a third down and 1, but you got to believe Benton's in 4-down territory with the ball in West Frankfort territory at the 44-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Kulik is the single back. Is a handoff to Kulik, and he gets first down yardage. Takes it out to the 40. So first down yardage for Jordan Kulik. And Benton will have a first down at the West Frankfort 40. I want to echo Travis Severin's thoughts. We need to get a score. Benton needs to get a score, and the Rangers will get the football back to begin third quarter play. Here is Page. Back to throw. Got some time. Wings it out. And incomplete. Jeremy Claudfelder wanted a pass interference. Cruz Hayes was hit and knocked to the ground before the ball got there.
I learned something right there, guys. I started to say that's got to, and I just shut up. That's hard for me to do.
Claudfelder is explaining to the official on this side of the field exactly what happened. So this brings up 2nd and 10, 2:50 to play in the first half. Rangers desperately trying to cut into a 13-point West Frankfort lead. Here is a little reverse, going to be cut back to Stiles. Stiles with room, picks up first down yardage. George Stiles down to the 27-yard line. First down yardage for the Rangers, and George Stiles running hard.
Nice run, a little counter action that time for the Rangers. A little misdirection, try to get the Ranger or the Redbird defense moving one way, and the Ranger offense moving this way. It kind of worked that time. We got 12 big yards. Stiles comes up with a little bit of a limp.
Clay Kelly back in the game for Benton. 2.5 to play, clock running. Benton with a 1st and 10 from the West Frankfort 29. Here's Page, the freshman. Hamilton rolls to his right, to keeper all the way. Hamilton cuts back against the grain, takes it down inside the 25 to about the 23, so a pickup of about 6 yards.
And, Jim, just to throw this in there real quick, if you hadn't said it yet, Cesar Valier leading 42-21 now over CZR in the third.
The Red Devils looking to get on the win column. Homecoming at Christopher today. Nice run by the freshman, Hamilton Page. 2nd down and 3, 7-yard run. He drops the football and just falls on it. So it'll be a loss all the way back to the 31-yard line.
And I got to get used to this, guys, but I got to go to the sideline.
That's exactly right.
It's a minute 40, and I'm up here talking. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
All right. We'll have an interview with both coaches here shortly. We'll have one with Brian Beery at the start of the halftime. We'll have one with Jeremy Claudefelder at the end of the halftime. And again, our halftime report will be brought to you by our friends at Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton. Hamilton Page from the shotgun rolls to his right, looking, wings it out, and incomplete.
Ooh.
And a lot of contact on that, no call.
There was a lot of contact. It looked like the Benton receiver was getting pushed in the back before the ball, while the ball was in flight. That's usually a pass interference.
So it brings up fourth down, and the Rangers, they're back to the wall again with 1:14 on the clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Benton faced with a 4th down and 11. 4th and 11. We'll see what the Rangers do here. They'll send 3 wideouts to the near side. The ends are tight. Clay Kelly's a single back. Here is Page. Looking, wings it out. Got a man. Jesse Van Orbeck inside the 5 and down to the 4-yard line. No flags on the play. Let me check it again. No flags on the play. And the Rangers got something cooking here with a 1st and goal with 1:05 to go in the first half. Wow.
Absolutely nice play by Benton. A lot of protection up front for freshman Hamilton Page to step up and shoot a dart out there to Jesse Van Orbeck. Showing a lot of patience. I think he's cementing himself back there as the quarterback right now.
Page from the shotgun. Handoff Kulik. Kulik cuts back in and takes it down near the 2-yard line. We'll wait, and Benton's going to use a timeout. Benton will use its last timeout, and that'll give us an opportunity to set the stage for you here. It's going to be for the Rangers. 2nd down. 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3. And here we go again, Justin. The Rangers with the ball inside the 5 and trying to get in. You think if they could ever get over that hump in that red zone, it might change the complexion of the way things go for this season.
Well, I mean, we talk up here like, they should get in. Well, that's tough to do on the field. You've only got, if you're on the 4-yard or 3, they've got 13 yards they can maneuver around with. So it gets a little tougher the closer you get to that end zone, but you just got to protect the quarterback. You got to execute the play all the way to the whistle, and hopefully you get the results you're looking for. But this is the tough part of the field to try to score points, and we've seen that throughout this season for the Ranger offense.
I tell you what, you get to see sometimes, you watch high school sports enough, you get to see things, and we're watching a freshman that doesn't act like a freshman out there. It's kind of comparable with Derek Oxford in basketball, a kid that just goes out there and plays and you don't know he's a freshman or a senior, but that's Hamilton Page right now from that quarterback spot. He's done a really good job here in this game. Here is Page going to keep it. Page cuts back and touchdown.
Right
on cue as I'm bragging on him. Hamilton Page takes it in from 3 yards out. Thank you, Hamilton. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. That is a big-time touchdown right there. 45.1 seconds on the clock. Benton's going to try to get the extra point here to cut into a 20-13 lead. But you got to think with 45 seconds on the clock, you're going to get the ball back to start the second half. That is a huge momentum builder right there. If you're a part of that Ranger offense, and even on defense, you see your offense finally go out there and produce a little bit and eat some time off that clock, and that's exactly what you needed.
And the flag on the play before they can get the kick off.
False start on the Rangers.
We have had a lot of yellow flags in this game. So we'll move it back 5 yards on the false start, and that'll move Caleb Bishop back. Moving back to the 8.
This is a big-time extra point right here. It cuts it to a 6-point lead, and that's big because now if you score a touchdown late, and all you need is the extra point to win the game.
Page will hold. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. Kick is good. So Caleb Bishop puts it through the uprights for the point after kick, and the Rangers cut it to 20-14, and Justin, I can't tell you how huge that touchdown is for the Benton Rangers.
No, you don't have to tell me because I know that is a big-time touchdown right there. I said it earlier. Now you've got some momentum. Hopefully you can kick the ball deep here and pin West Frankfort back and you know, make them. You don't want them to think they have a chance to score. You know, pin them deep, let them run the ball a few times, run the clock out. You go into the halftime down 6. You got to feel pretty good about that coming out, knowing you're getting the football back.
20-14, the Rangers claw back into this one, and now Benton will kick off to West Frankfort with 45 seconds remaining in the first half. 45 seconds. Be sure to stay with us at halftime for our Drake's Jewelry halftime report. We'll also have an interview with both coaches. Brian Beery coming up right at the start of the halftime. We'll get Coach Jeremy Claudefelder at the end of the halftime. We'll also tell you about this year's homecoming court. So a lot of things happen at halftime here on our Drake's Jewelry halftime report here on Benton Ranger Football. That touchdown brought to you by our friends at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, Tim Millenbein, your financial consultant there. Stop by and visit with Tim Millenbein at Edward Jones, 112 North DuQuoin Street in Benton. Edward Jones. Visit them online at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Squib kick will be fielded by West Frankfort, and they'll take over at their own 33-yard line. That ball almost went out of bounds. It might have gone out of bounds if had the West Frankfort player not have picked it up.
Not only did it almost go out of bounds, but Benton was almost able to get down the field and recover it before it did.
That's a live ball. Absolutely right. So West Frankfort will take over at their own 33-yard line, 44 seconds remaining. And the Benton defense just needs to get a stop there, not let them get some flea flicker or a halfback option again.
Yeah, and if you're in the secondary, I'm going to say it again, just, sit back. You're watching the quarterback. You don't need to make tackles here. You got, eight other guys on the field to do that. Just sit back. Don't let anybody behind you. Let those guys handle it.
Here's going to be handoff from Beery to Peyton Taylor, and he tripped over the quarterback. And a flag on the play. Well, now, will they give the quarterback an assist on that as far as the tackle? Because he's the one that brought him down. There was nobody from Benton within 5 yards of him, but the Frankfort quarterback brought him down.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
If you're wondering what we're talking about, it looks like their feet got a little tangled up there in the backfield as the running back was coming in to take the handoff and tripped over the quarterback's feet, dropped him for a loss. But
pushes it back. The look on the running back, Peyton Taylor, when he stood up and looked at the quarterback, was priceless. It's like, hey, I'm on your team, buddy.
Yep.
29-yard line. And it is 1st and 15 for the Redbirds with 39 seconds to go here until halftime. Redbirds will send 3 wide outs far side, 1 near side. As Beery, high snap, going to be a handoff to McReynolds. Not much doing to the right side. He'll pick up a couple. Maybe get the 3 of the 5 on the... They're going to give him 5 on the carry. It'll bring him back to the original line of scrimmage with 23 seconds remaining. I'm not sure West Frankfort will run another play. They're going to get one more off. It's going to be Beery from the shotgun. High snap. Here's McReynolds to the outside. Cuts back. And down is Josh McReynolds. And the final seconds will kick off of the second quarter clock, and the West Frankfort Redbirds will take a 20-14 lead in at the intermission. 20-14. And while we wait on Travis Severin, Justin, your thoughts on the first half?
Like I said in the pregame, it's going to be a grinder type game. Neither team's going to air it out, and score a ton of points by, throwing the football. But I think if your offensive line plays well, you can open up some holes. Yes, you can score some points, and we've seen that. It's been a lot of running plays and a couple, nice pass plays thrown in there. I really like the emergence, though, of Hamilton Page here, Jim. You said it. It doesn't look like a freshman today. If you didn't know the Benton Rangers, you just come here and watch a football game, you wouldn't know it. Travis, you got Coach Beery. You ready? Can you hear us? Go ahead.
That's down here with Coach Beery. Coach, you guys 20 points on the board in the first half. Give me your thoughts on that. Well, I thought the offense is executing better than we have the first couple of weeks. I think the boys are starting to settle in a little bit, and they're running the offense better. Points on the board. Benton, speaking of points, gets a late touchdown. Give me your thoughts on that part. It's too bad that we couldn't hold them out there. If we would have got one more first down, I don't think they would have really had a chance to score. But, my hat goes off to them. We had them in a 4th and 11, and they threw a deep ball and got it. We were ready for it, but we couldn't match their athlete. Defense has to come back to start the second half. We have to get them stops because the Rangers obviously want to try to tie this ball game. Well, I'm not worried about that. I think our defense plays really well. We'll make some adjustments at halftime and hopefully shut them down. Well, Gary, thank you. Thank you. That's Brian Berry, guys. You heard him, head coach of the West Frankfort Redbirds, giving his thoughts on the first half of his West Frankfort Redbirds lead 20-14. We can tell you the coaches have played. Brought to you by Finn's Lawn Service, your exclusive Skag Power equipment dealer here in Southern Illinois. For more than 30 years, Skag Power equipment has manufactured simply the best commercial riding, stand-on, walk behind mowers that money can buy. If you're looking for the best built, highest quality, best cutting commercial mower, stop by Ben's Lawn Service, 605 North Main Street, Benton, or give them a call at 618-435-5296. That's Ben's Lawn Service. They bring you our coach's halftime report here on Benton Ranger Football on Q106. And normally, I'm going to wait for a while, but I guess I can come back up there and see you guys.
Absolutely, Travis, and appreciate your halftime report there with Brian Berry. We're going to get a quick break in. We've got an extended halftime here tonight, this afternoon, homecoming 2014 here at Benton High School. A lot of reunions going on this weekend, and certainly a lot of fun, great activity, great atmosphere here tonight from Tabor Field as the Rangers trail the West Frankfort Redbirds by a score of 20-14 here at halftime. Let's get in a 3-minute break, 3 minutes, and then we'll come back for more of our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry. Back after these messages.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, plaques, or trophies, you're the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois, 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason and I's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew and Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com.
Tired of feeling just like another number at the big box store pharmacies? Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy takes the time to get to know patients on a first-name basis, understand your needs, explain medications, answer any questions you might have, and maintain a great relationship with your third-party insurance, Medicare, or Illinois Public Aid card. Really, it's the prompt professional service and free delivery in the Benton West City area that really set Kimmel Chaplin apart from all the others. Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy, inside the Benton Medical Center on Bailey Lane.
Rock bottom prices and speedy delivery. That's Jesse Drew Rocket Material. Decorative landscaping, driveway rock, topsoil, sand, mulch, or lime. Jesse Drew Rocket Material has what you need to turn your yard into a place where you can relax and be the envy of your neighbors. Jesse Drew Rocket Material also spreads dirt and mulch with their Bobcats so you don't have to. Transform your yard or drive into something you've always imagined. Call Jesse Drew Rocket Material at 927-7857. 927-7857.
At Subway, we're seriously into veggies, just like you. So we get right to work every morning, selecting the best ones, rinsing, slicing. With this cool, crisp, colorful rainbow, your sandwich comes to life before your very eyes. A one-of-a-kind creation just bursting with flavor. We're all about finding unique veggies. And not just the expected, all kinds, like spinach and red onions. So come in and get your veggie on at Subway.
If you want a huge selection without a huge price, get to Weeks in Benton for the model year-end clearance event going on now. 2015s are arriving daily, so we must move all remaining 2014s. Find the vehicle you want at a price you can afford with 7 brands to choose from. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Polaris, and Victory motorcycles. Now is definitely the time to buy, as there will be huge deals on all 2014 models. That's Weeks in Benton, north of town but south on the price. Back to Benton Ranger Football on Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field, halftime 2014 here in Benton this weekend. The Rangers trail here 20-14 here at the intermission. I want to remind you that our halftime report is brought to you by our friends at Drake's Jewelry, located at 1204 Public Square in Benton, your hometown jewelry store. Regardless of the occasion, Drake's Jewelry is the place to go for that special gift for that special person. That's Drake's Jewelry, your hometown jewelry store, located on the east side of the Benton Public Square, where they have financing available. 12 or 24 months is the same as cash for qualified buyers. Check out the new brands at Drake's Jewelry that include Rhythm of Love pendants, the diamond that moves with her heartbeat, more than 50 styles to choose from, and beginning at only $79. That's Drake's Jewelry. They bring you our halftime report here on Ranger Football. Justin Wyant alongside, and Justin, your thoughts on the first half of play?
You know, I said it earlier. It's just a grinder. I'm gonna throw it out there. I think first team to score 35 points wins the game. I think we're going to see a little bit more offense here in the second half. They're going to run the ball. They're going to try to open up things passing wise. I just feel like the offenses were finally starting to settle in there. It's about the second half of the second quarter. Coaches are going to make adjustments. I know defense makes adjustments as well, but I think we're going to see a little bit more offense in the second half. And speaking of offense, let's go through some of these stats. First, for the Rangers, who trail 20-14 here at the half, Blake Kelly has 9 rushes for 40 yards. Goffinette has 5 rushes for 25 yards. Jordan Kulik put in 1 rush for 4 yards. Hamilton Page, the quarterback, has 4 rushes for 16 yards and that 1 3-yard touchdown run. George Stiles has 1 rush for 12 yards, adding up for a total of 93 yards rushing in the first half of the Rangers. As far as passing goes, Caleb Brock was over his first 2 with an interception, and then Hamilton Page came in and took over from there. McDaniel had 2 catches for 55 yards and that 51-yard bomb from Hamilton Page for a touchdown. Cruz Hayes has 1 reception for 9 yards. Van Horbeck's at 1 crucial catch for 26 yards, which gives us a total of 90 yards passing, receiving on the first half, and a total of 183 offensive yards in the first half, which is a pretty decent half for your team. You like that. Anywhere near 200 gives you a pretty good shot to have a good half. As far as Redbirds go, they only had 94 total yards in the first half, and the way that they had good field position the whole first quarter, you're not going to get a ton of yardage. But they also had the big 30-yard interception return by Bartoni, which put them up 2 scores. But after they went up 14-0, Benton put a couple scores on the board. Frankfort added another one, but it's 20-14. Like I said, I think first one of 35 is going to win this game. These offenses look like they're pretty good, and they settled in there in the second quarter. Jim.
Let me quickly run through our 2014 Benton High School homecoming court for you while we've got a moment here during this extended halftime report, brought to you by Drake's Jewelry in Benton. Freshman attendance, Brissa Casey is the daughter of Randy and Melissa Casey of Benton. Michaela Hampton, the daughter of Jason and Teresa Hampton of Benton. Those are your freshman attendants. Sophomore attendants, Allie Gisher, daughter of Gary Gisher and Amy Gisher of Benton. And Lacey Hood, daughter of Jim and Kay Hood of Whittington. Junior attendants, Aubrey Hunter, daughter of Fred and Lynette Hunter of Benton. And Tommy Poe, daughter of Todd and Susan Poe of Ewing. Senior attendants, Devin DJ Morris, daughter of Brent and Susan Morris of Benton, and Mackenzie Rich, daughter of William and Christina Rich of Benton. Maids of honor, Hannah Oughton, daughter of David Oughton of Benton, and Kathy Clark of Johnston City, and Brooklyn Fowler, daughter of Brad Johnston and Letitia Settle of Benton. And your 2014 Benton High School homecoming queen, Callie Carney, daughter of Chad and Liz Carney of Benton. And that's your 2014 Benton High School homecoming court. We say congratulations to all those folks, and also I want to say a special thank you to Mary Blondie, who was honored here at halftime today. 40 years at Benton High School. She is retiring, and she is for a long time. She was the go-to gal on getting the homecoming court. She in fact brought me a list up today. We've been doing that handoff on homecoming for a long time around here, and we want to say a thank you to Mary Blondie for all of her fine years of work, and we certainly appreciate it here. We wish her the very best in retirement. So congratulations to Mary Blondie, who was honored here at halftime earlier in our halftime report today. Looking at this second half for a moment, Justin, I think the thing that stands out, Benton gets the football back.
Yeah.
We say it during basketball, it seems, every game. The first 4 or 5 minutes of that third quarter is always, I think, crucial. It seems like if a team's out of a game, they can get in it. If a team's out of a game, they may get way out of a game. So that first possession by Benton, if the Rangers, after trailing by 2 scores, could mount a drive and get this thing back and maybe even grab a lead out of that first possession, it would be huge to the outcome of this game.
Well, I agree 100%. This half right here is the most important half of football for the Rangers so far this season, being that I think Hamilton Page settled into his position there in the first half, especially there late in the second quarter. It just looked like he took over the game, and you could see the look on his eyes and his teammates' faces when he got in and he started making positive plays. It's almost like they jumped on his back and said, "Take us to the promised land, Hamilton Page, because you're the man right now." And some of the actions he took in the first half, I'm not saying that he is Spike Bunton, but it kind of resembled the way Spike used to play. He would drop back to pass. Okay, it's not there. I'm going to use my feet, and he'd use them real well. I think he's going to settle back in here in the second half. I look for a whole lot of Kelly. I look for a whole lot of Kulik and Goffman, but I also look for a ton of Hamilton Page in the second half.
You know, one of the things that Coach Claudfelder and I, every year, we've been doing it since he has been here, every year, sometime around early August, we'll get together and have lunch and just talk football for an hour or so. And I asked him about some of the kids this year. You know, you asked him about different kids. Here's what his assessment was back in the summer of Hamilton Page. He said he is a kid that before he gets out of here as a senior, he will remind you the way he runs the ball of Spike Bunton. He'll remind you the way he throws the ball of Tyler Leffler. That's his assessment of him as a freshman. And I can understand the flashes he showed us in this first half where he gets that at. I can see that. I can see where he's getting those comparisons at. Not saying he's either one of them right now, but I'm saying he has the potential to do those kind of things on a football field.
I agree 100%. He's got that potential, and just to have his name brought up with those two great Rangers quarterbacks, probably two of the top 5 ever to play here as far as stats go and wins. You got to think that's pretty amazing to put him in that category. It's got to be a huge confidence builder. I don't know if Coach Jeremy Claudfelder has actually told that to his face or not, but I agree. I mean, he's got the making to be right up. He's just an outstanding athlete, and it looks like he's got the total package as far as athleticism and his mind. It looks like he's there 100%.
The mental part of it, I think, when you're that age, is the key. I think a lot of kids have the physical ability, but mentally they're not tough enough, or they're not ready for that. But he showed. I mean, he showed it at Heron last week. I thought that he went in and put into a very difficult situation and didn't panic and made some positive strides, I thought, in that game, but even more positive strides today.
Well, look, you got to look at it this way. I tell my kids all the time, and I've played this way. For those of you who know me, you got to walk around with a little bit of arrogance about yourself, and you got to feel confident about yourself. And I wasn't no tough guy by any means, but when I stepped on the field, I had a different kind of arrogance about myself, that I knew that I was going to succeed, and I was going to do everything I could to do it. And you can see it out of Hamilton Page right now, that he just has that confidence going. Everything is clicking for him. The game's kind of slowed down a little bit from earlier in the year to what it has become right now. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does in the second half of this game, in the second half of the season, and in 3 years, what kind of numbers he's going to put up.
2014 is our halftime score. Rangers trail, but Benton will get the football back to begin third quarter play. We think this has the potential to be a dandy football game over the second half. Be sure and stay with us here on the Homecoming 2014 here from legendary Tabor Field here in Benton. Let's get a quick break in, and we'll come back and continue on with our halftime report brought to you by our friends at Drake's Jewelry back after these messages.
Everyone has a lunch special, but what's special about it? At Mr. D's, you get great food at the best price, like the burger combo. A hearty, tasty burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.39. That's right, less than $5 for a full meal. Now that's special. Mr. D's has all of your favorites, from chicken strips with gravy to chili dogs to savory barbecue, even a tilapia fish sandwich. Wash it down with your favorite drink like a blueberry Mountain Dew or a milkshake or ice-cold Pepsi. Try an ice cream cone for dessert. Mr. D's Drive-In on North Main, Benton.
When it's time to make sure your teeth are in healthy condition, call Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton to schedule your appointment or your child's appointment. Regular cleaning and checkups are part of maintaining your teeth for a comfortable, healthy smile. And if you're looking to brighten your smile, Dr. Simpson offers whitening too. When your teeth need cleaning, filling, crowns, bridge work, whitening, and more, call Dr. Simpson to make an appointment. 439-4364. That's 439-4364 for Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton.
Back to Benton Rangers football on your high school sports connection, Q106.
Field. It's the Great Ranger tailgate here this afternoon, and the field is just the way you love to see it here at Tabor Field. My fondest memories of being here for games is exactly what the scene you see right now, with tents set up and trucks backed in all the way around the field, and the smell of bratwurst and hamburgers and hot dogs drifting through the air here this afternoon. Big crowd on hand here for this annual matchup, the 99th matchup between the Benton Rangers and the West Frankfort Redbirds. Benton leads this series 50-46-2, and Benton has won 6 straight in this series. Benton at one time trailed 46-44, and those 2 ties, and Benton's won 6 straight to make it 50-46 and 2 ties in this annual matchup that's going on now. This is the 99th edition of this rivalry. A couple things I wanted to remind you of while we got a little extended halftime break. First of all, if you're looking for a place for dinner tonight after the game, the Ewing Northern Fire Protection District are having their annual fish fry. That's going to be from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at station number 3. That's in Steel City, where I was talking about the Benton had to get a first down earlier, east of Benton, Steel City Road, station number 3. All this money that's raised for this annual fish fry for the Ewing Northern Fire Protection District will go to help buy new equipment, and certainly it's a worthwhile cause. They do a great service out there for some of the areas in rural Franklin County. So head out that way after a while. $7 takes you all the way. For adults, $3 for children under 12. That's the Ewing Northern Fire Protection District, their annual fish fry that's held at station number 3 out on Steel City Road, just off of Highway 34 east of Benton, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you got time just as soon as this game is over to head that way. And we certainly would appreciate you helping support the good folks at Ewing Northern Fire Protection District. Also want to remind you, Ronnie Weinmiller stopped by earlier, that the 10th annual Benton Ranger basketball, baseball, golf scramble will be held Saturday, October the 11th, 2014 at the Benton Country Club. It's an 18-hole scramble, 4-person teams, lunch and prize drawings at 11 a.m. Shotgun start at 12 noon. Entry fee $75 per player. That includes 18 holes of golf, a cart, lunch, and prizes. And all the proceeds go to benefit Benton Ranger basketball and baseball. That's the 10th annual Benton Ranger basketball, baseball, golf scramble that's going to be held at Benton Country Club. If you have any questions about that, you can contact Ron Weinmiller at Benton High School, Ron Weinmiller at Benton High School, and be sure and help out with that if you can. All the proceeds, again, go to help benefit Benton Ranger basketball and baseball programs here at the high school. So keep that in mind. That's October the 11th. We're waiting on Travis Severin on the sideline. He is waiting on Coach Gladfelder to come out of the dressing room. Neither team has made it back out on the field just yet, but certainly we expect this to be a great second half. Benton trails 20-14. Benton will get the football back to begin play here at Tabor Field. Travis, can you hear us okay down there?
Yeah, I can hear you guys great. Can you hear me?
You're just fine. You're good. And as soon as you can get Coach Gladfelder corralled in down there, we'll give it to you. Okay?
All right, guys. Yeah, he should be coming out here in just a second. So I know once he gets listening to the guys come out of the locker room, guys, they look fired up. They about ran my little fat butt over.
Travis Severin working the sidelines, had an interview with Coach Beery earlier, and now he is trying to get with Coach Klopfelder. He's got him. We'll send it back down to Travis Severin on the sideline.
Thanks, Jim. Down here with Coach Klopfelder, Benton head football coach, 20-14. You had a long halftime. Tell me your thoughts going into the third quarter.
Well, we executed some things, and mental things just get it. We don't line up right, don't have enough guys in the line of scrimmage. Play Kelly busts a big one for a touchdown. We roll out and throw a pick to a guy just standing there, and mental things have got us. But you know what? There was a chance there. We could have laid her down, and we didn't lay it down. We went down there and got us a huge score for the half. Made it 2014, and now it's our ball. So what we really need to do here is get a good return and cover the football up, go on a drive, and get a score.
I think you talked to him about it in an extended halftime like this being a homecoming game.
Just play. Just come back out and play with passion. We set the precedence. You don't do it right, you're out. And we've been taking a lot of guys out and rolling a lot of guys in. We're going to ride with the way we're riding right now, and we're going to keep playing. I hope we can go. I hope we can go get a score right here, and then maybe go get a stop defensively, get a score, and then I'll have a pretty good feeling about what can happen.
Football. Let's hope it's a great day to be a Ranger.
Amen. Amen.
All right, thanks. That's Chairman Cloudfeller, guys, head football coach of the Benton Rangers. We can tell you that the football coaches report always brought to you by Ben's Lawn Service. Ben's Lawn Service, the #1 SCAG leader in Southern Illinois. Ben's Lawn Service, 435-5296. Ben is the proud sponsor of us here on Benton Ranger Football. We really appreciate Jeremy Cloudfeller and what he does, and that interview with him right there. Not always easy to talk when you're a coach and your team's down, but I'm telling you guys, they seem excited. They seem ready to go. Like I said, we appreciate Ben's Lawn Service, the big SCAD power dealer, 435-5296, one of our great sponsors here at Ranger Football. And unlike Loyal, instead of me just going back to you guys and going away, I guess I'll come back up there with you guys.
Sounds great, Travis. We appreciate your work on the sideline, and it's homecoming, and it takes a lot of people to pull this off up here. We want to say a special thank you to our halftime sponsor, Drake's Jewelry, for donating the crowns for the homecoming court, and also some other sponsors who stepped up and helped add to this. Benton Flowers by Dave, the Benton West City McDonald's, and also Abbott's Towing helped with this, along with Benton Walmart, Benton Subway, West Frankfort Dixie Creams, Helia Healthcare, Benton Football Parents, and Mrs. Gibbs and her cooking class. All that helped create the atmosphere we've had up here today, and certainly just a great feeling up here at Tabor Field as we're celebrating homecoming 2014, and the Rangers trailing 20-14. 2014 is our halftime score. I'm going to try and pull a little extra out of you here at halftime, Justin. The keys in the first half, we talk about it every game. What about the keys here as Benton gets the football to begin third quarter play? Well, what has to happen?
Yeah, obviously, I think you got to come out of the gate rip-roaring on offense. You got to move the ball down the field. You got to move the ball in between the tackles. You want to get that running game going quick, and then that opens it up for your freshman quarterback. We talked earlier. He's got tons of confidence right now. I think you got to come out of the gates, and you got to open that playbook up, and you got to do whatever it takes to get on the board right here, because you got a chance to take the lead right here, and in an old rivalry now, 99th year of it. And another thing, 99 years and you're only up a couple games, that's amazing in itself right there. That just shows you the competitive spirit between these two towns right here. Almost 100 years and you're only separated by a few games. So come out here ready to play. Frankfort's fighting for their lives. You know, they go 0-5. Like I said earlier, their season's over with. They have no shot getting to the playoffs. So they're going to be fighting for their lives, and they're going to be doing everything. They're going to be scratching, clawing, fighting, doing whatever they can. We talk about Hartley might get a penalty. Well, he might, because you know what? This is it for them. If they lose this game, their season's done.
20-14, Rangers trail. Benton will get the football to begin third quarter play. And Benton has been successful on 2 extra point attempt kicks. West Frankfort got a 2-point conversion but missed 2 extra points. So Benton is down by 6. If the Rangers could get a rally going here and get that touchdown, they could grab the lead on an extra point. So only 6 points separate these two teams right now. And this is going to be, I think, a very interesting and entertaining second half of play here from Tabor Field on just an absolutely beautiful September afternoon here. It will be Lindhorst to kick off, and George Stiles will be deep for Benton. Stiles has got some good speed. If he could get a step to the outside or get him a seam here, he could put some distance between himself and West Frankfort. He has got really good speed. Lindhorst is set. The officials is set. And we are underway. In the third quarter, going to be one of the upbacks. That's Kulik. Kulik gets loose, still on his feet, across midfield. And Kulik takes it all the way down to the West Frankfort 48-yard line. So great field position by the by the Benton Rangers, as Benton will take control 1st and 10 inside West Frankfort territory. And guys, one more time, how big is this drive?
biggest drive, and I got my breath back. So this is Travis. I'm back. Yeah, this is it. Got to do something here. Claude's excited. I'm telling you guys, they almost ran me over coming out. They want the ball right now. You know what I like? To look at Paige. Kid looks excited.
Yeah, we talked about that, Travis. It looked like he settled in a little bit. Looked like he wanted to run the ball some. It looked like he wanted to throw the ball, and he was confident, and he was composed doing it.
Here is Paige. Handoff's going to be Cruz Hayes. Cruz cuts back up, still on his feet, pushes forward down to about the 46-yard line. Pick up of a couple.
I can say this real quickly, too. I was watching with Goffinette down there, a little banged up, not for sure if he'll come back. He was trying to do some sprints right before the third quarter started. He went to get in there so bad, but not for sure if he will come back today or not.
2 yards on the pickup, almost 3. We'll say 3. Second down and 7 for the Rangers. It'll be Hamilton Page from the shotgun, and he's back to throw. A lot of time looking, lots of time. Flushed out of the pocket, now going to run with it. Cuts to the outside and takes it down to about the 41-yard line. Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. So a nice run there by the freshman. We'll give him 5 on the carry.
Did you guys notice Hartley come off the field? When I was interviewing Barry, Hartley came off after everybody in some sort of a brace. Did you guys notice that?
He's limping a little bit right now. I watched him right there when he walked up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and a long 4. Here's Page again. Under pressure, flushed out, going to get first down yardage. Hamilton Page takes it out to the 36-yard line. So a nice run by the freshman keeps the drive alive, moves the chains, and Benton will have a first down and 10 from the West Frankfort 37-yard line.
And I said it, you're going to see a lot of Hamilton Page, Jim. You're going to be talking a whole lot about him here in the second half. He just looks ready for this right here, right now today.
Single back is Kulik. Here's Page again. Wings it out, got Kulik in the flat. Kulik cuts back, still on his feet, loose football, and we'll wait and see. Nobody has made a signal yet. You want to hope the Rangers hung on to this. Benton hung on to the football, maybe gained a yard by it.
Might have been fortunate. It might have gone out of bounds, guys.
Going to spot it at the 34. So we're going to end up with a pickup of 3 yards on that play.
You guys were talking about in the first half, how critical is it to take care of the ball?
Absolutely. 2nd and 7. Kulik is a single back. Page from the shotgun. Here's Kulik. Cuts back against the grain, still on his feet, and going to go down to about the 31. Pickup of about 4.
You guys happen to notice the way he took that hand off both hands on the ball that time?
4-yard pickup for Kulik. 3rd down. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, and certainly Benton in 4-down territory. Here's Page. Low snap, comes up with it somehow. Wings it out, got a man open. That's Cruz. Cruz Hayes hangs on to it, pushes back forward to the 25. First down yardage for the Rangers as Hamilton Page threads the needle and connects with Cruz Hayes. First down Rangers at the 26-yard line.
I like it, boys. He's slinging it. He's slinging it around.
I like it, too. He got confidence. You can see it. No more happy feet.
Clay Kelly is a single back, 2 wideouts far side. That is Cole Richardson and Trey McDaniel. Cruz Hayes splits wide to the near side. Benton looking in from the sideline for a play. 10 seconds on the game, or on the play clock. And that'll be Page from the shotgun. Hamilton with the football, going to be handoff to Kelly. Clay pushes forward. He'll spot him at about the 24. Pick up a couple yards for Clay Kelly. Will bring up 2nd and 8. Benton's in 4-down territory. Clock running, 9:38 to play in the 3rd. Benton down by 6, 20-14, with the Rangers threatening here with a 2nd down and 8 from the West Frankfort 24-yard line. Here's Hamilton Page. Rolls to his left, going to throw it. Got a man open. It's going to be caught by Owens, and they're going to spot him at about the 20. It'll be a pickup of about 4 yards, and that's a tough throw. Running to your left and throwing against the grain like that, that's a tough throw, but the freshman completes the pass.
And here's the other thing, guys. I don't know if wherever you're listening to this ball game at, he led him. Yeah. He's on his left rolling out, and he led him on the pass. I like that as well. He didn't hit him on his back hip. Hit it in front of him where he could go with it.
Yeah. 3rd down coming with 5 yards to go. 3rd and 5. Benton 4-down territory. Spot of the ball at the 21. 3rd down for the Rangers at the West Frankfort 21. Here's Pate. Rolls to his left. Going to throw. Look, now under pressure. Sidestep the defender. Going to run with it. Now throws it. Got a man open. Caught and Touchdown Rangers. That's Cole Richardson.
He may have been in front, behind the line of scrimmage.
And they throw it. There's the flag.
Yeah.
Hey, give credit to the West Frankfort defender. Did you see him kind of bump the ref and go, hey, he pointed. Look at him.
Yeah.
And a flag on the play. They're going to say he was across the line of scrimmage when he got rid of the football.
I can live with it. He's trying to make it happen.
I'll give credit. That's a good call by the official right there. He was over the line by about a half a yard.
That is the second score that will come back today for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Loss of down,
Yeah.
which is the bad part of that whole thing. So it's going to bring up a fourth down for the Rangers and 10. 5-yard penalty will move it back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's 4th and 10. The loss of down hurts worse than the 5 yards does. So Rangers have got one pop at it here to get 10 yards in the first down. See what Benton's got in the playbook here. Clay Kelly is a single back. Benton will send 3 wide out to far side, 1 near side. Here's Page. Hamilton rolls to his left, under pressure, and goes down.
Did you guys notice they brought up their linebacker to fill the gap, and they rushed him? I mean, they sent 5 guys at him.
Yeah. He just didn't have enough time, or he just didn't have enough space to set his feet and throw the football that time. So, wisely just tuck it in and try to get forward for as much as you can. And just wasn't enough on that play. West Frankfort's going to get the ball back.
So the Rangers put a nice drive together, but it stalls out at the West Frankfort 26-yard line. And the Redbirds will take over on downs, 1st and 10, with 8.5 to go. Still tons of time left in this game. Here is Beery. Not much there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage for quarterback Brandon Beery.
Jim, I think the best thing you said just a few minutes ago, 2 touchdowns now called back on penalties. How many times can you keep dodging that bullet?
2 touchdowns, and you're 6 points down. You've had 2 called back here today and stalled out once inside the 3-yard line. It'll be Brandon Beery. He works from the shotgun. He's got split backs. It's going to be a handoff and going to be a halfback option. And
get the ball.
They're going to say incomplete pass.
Yeah, forward pass.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down. Big play coming here. 3rd and 9 for West Frankfort. And Benton can come out of this with good field position if the defense can do the job right here.
Yeah, that's just a play right there where some people get confused, and I as well sometimes. You can be over there in the street and, run all the way back to that street, but as long as you throw the ball forward, it's still an incomplete pass. Now, if you throw it backwards, it's a live ball, somebody can jump on it.
Beery, the quarterback, was going to be the intended receiver then, wasn't he? It looked like he was coming back out of the backfield after the pitch back to Saley's. So it's Beery from the shotgun. Big play here, 3rd and 9. Beery back to throw under pressure, wings it out over the middle, and incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Chase Owens, but that's going to bring up a punting situation, so the Benton defense does a great job. And Frankfort's going to have to punt it away, and the Benton offense get another shot at it.
Great job on the defense, guys. Defense comes out, gives up 1 yard, stayed home. Earlier when we saw them do a trick play, they burned it for a 50-yard touchdown. This time it goes for nothing. Great job defense.
Chase Owens and also Cole Richardson will be deep for Benton. And Logan Hartley with those bright yellow shoes will punt it away. Here is the punt. Under pressure, gets it off. It's a high one. He booms it. And it's going to be Chase Owens at the 38. Cuts back against the grain and takes it down inside just beyond the 45. They'll probably spot him at the 45, but Benton with good field position. And the Rangers will get a chance at it again, trailing by 6. 7.5 to go in the 3rd here on Homecoming 2014.
I'm watching Coach Claude go over and talk to Mark Torres. Mark had a little hitch in his giddy-up, guys. Did you notice that coming off the field?
Yeah, I had that all day.
Interesting to see if he even goes into the offense anymore today.
It will be Hamilton Page, the freshman, at quarterback spot. Clay Kelly is a single back, and it's going to be a handoff to Kelly. They're going to try him to the right side. Clay's trying to string it out, gets to the outside, cuts back 50.
Good.
Still on his feet inside Frankfort territory, down to the 41-yard line. Nice run that time by the junior Clay Kelly.
Great block that time by your end, Cruz Hayes, and also upfield by your one of your running backs, George Stiles, made a nice block on a secondary player, able to bring Kelly for the big gainer.
And again, the Rangers threatening. Here's going to be Kelly again. Clay cuts back and grinds it down for a couple more inside the 40 to the 38. Going to give him 3 on the carry.
Called the old suck-him-in play. Stuck him in a few times up the gut, and then buffed one outside on him.
And then Mark Torres comes in the game right here. He's notorious, okay, on this right here, running a little seam to the running a little post pattern right to the goal post.
Here's Page. Hand off again. Kelly cuts back to the middle of the field, and going to get a couple more. They're going to spot him at the 38-yard line.
Jim, you alluded to it. The Rangers have stalled out a couple times. You had good field position. Now you got 3rd and long. You don't want to stall again.
Absolutely. And I think you've got to say they're in 4-down territory, but still, as you said, 3rd and 9 here. So big play coming up here. Hamilton Page. Here's a snap back to throw. A lot of time looking. Wings it across the middle, and Torres caught it. First down yardage, Mark Torres down to the 20-yard line. And what a great catch that time. And Hamilton Page, the freshman, threads the needle again. And the Rangers, here we go again, guys. Another red zone.
Red zone, and I might be a greedy son of a buck, but I like to see 6 on the field. I mean, I'm sorry.
Here is Page. Rolls to his right. It's going to be a keeper. Got blocks in front of him. Cuts back, still on his feet. Still he's going to score. Hamilton Page takes it in for the touchdown. The freshman, Hamilton Page, and his blockers in front of him. He read them, saw the seam, and cut through it. And the Rangers have tied this game at 20 with a pending extra point to give Benton its first lead here at Homecoming 2014. Wow.
Guys, what did I tell you? You're going to see a lot of Hamilton Page today. You're going to see a lot of it doing different things. Right now, he's just being patient. He's making all the right decisions. Made a good one to Torres to pick up the big first down. Made another one to stay behind his blockers right there. Everything developed. Touchdown.
Here's Bishop for the point after and the lead, and
flag on Bishop.
Flag on the play. There's no question I'll see yellow in my sleep tonight. I'm pretty sure I will. Those bright yellow flags will be flying. Man, there's a lot of flags here this afternoon.
Benton was 8 for 40 yards, but Frankfort only 3 penalties for 15 yards, 11 altogether in the game.
So we'll move it back 5 yards. We'll try it again. We were successful on this earlier, Benton was, when they moved it back 5 yards on a penalty on the first extra point. Here's the snap. It's good hold. It's good kick is up, and it is good. The Rangers grab the lead. Benton takes the lead 21-20. How do you like that, guys?
I'll tell you right now, Travis, when you weren't up here, I said 35 points is the key number to get to. I think 35 points in this game. Tell me what you think.
I think 35 can. And you guys talked about it all day. When will the Benton defense put together a couple of good series? They've done that now defensively. They've stopped Frankfort at the end of the first half. They come out and stop them again here in the third quarter. You take the lead finally. Now the defense has to hold.
Here's something you asked, too. West Frankfort had Benton down by 2 scores and could have put them down by 3. And now all of a sudden Benton's broke back and got the lead. What does that do to West Frankfort? You know, you talk about the psyche and the mentality of the team now. What about West Frankfort, who looked like they had Benton on the rope? Now all of a sudden they're looking up there and they're down by 1. So that's got to change the complexion. Big Mo is clearly shifted here in this game.
It's definitely shifted. And let's talk about that last drive. The freshman quarterback makes an 18-yard pass completion to Mark Torres. Then the very next play, he follows a wall of blockers, and he was patient. You guys know this. Sometimes guys get too fast at the ball, and you get ahead of the block. He was patient, followed those guys, and ran it in, took 2 hits, and ran it for a 20-yard touchdown.
And you could see the seam on the angle we had. You could see the seam open up, and as you're right, he was weighted back, and when that seam opened, he shot through it, and then there was nothing but daylight in real estate in front of him, and he got the score, and Benton leads it 21-20. It'll be Jesse Van Orbeck to kick it off. Deep for West Frankfort, it'll be Beery and Bailey. Here's a little onside kick, and hit a player, still a loose ball, but West Frankfort has it.
Whew. Jim, how about this score? I don't know if you've given that.
No.
Here's a Setzer update. It is now 58-27 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ronnie Van Horn sent over 58-27 Red Devils.
58-27. A lot of offense this afternoon at Christopher. That's homecoming at Christopher. That game started at noon. So that's probably drawing pretty close to a close, I would say, by now.
Yeah, you might got a JT Chester for you.
Chester was trailing by 7 at halftime, last update I had on that.
That's a big game in the Diamond.
Yeah. John City had him down, I believe it was 14-7 at halftime. Here's West Frankfort. It will be fully. Pardon me, it will be very loose ball back there, almost. Here is McReynolds, cuts back. Not much doing there. They're going to get him out to the 40, a pickup of 4, as McReynolds makes something happen out of nothing. Cruz Hayes in on the play. Cole Richardson in on the play. And it's 2nd and 6.
Well, now we're seeing Hartley not even in the game as far as on the offensive side for the Redbirds, and that's gonna hinder them big time. He is their best weapon on offense, and maybe their best tackler and defender on defense.
It'll be Beery from the shotgun. Single back is McReynolds. High snap. It's going to be Beery, nothing doing. He's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard loss, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the West Frankfort Redbirds, and the Benton defense is fired up right now.
Yeah, you can obviously see we've had a shift in momentum here. Benton's fired up. All the players are looking over here, wanting to get everybody riled up, and Frankfort's just kind of, hey, okay, we're hanging our heads a little bit. We're getting our huddle here. We're kind of jogging after our spots. Momentum has shifted here, Travis, and it's good to see. Benton's defense playing well right now.
Beery from the shotgun. Back to throw under pressure there. Torres could be intercepted, but it's caught by Sales, and he may score. He's going to score. Sales down the sideline, and he is in.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to be a late hit. That'll come back on the kickoff. A late hit on the Rangers and a block in the back. His legs out underneath him.
That's borderline ejection type stuff right there, guys. You cannot aim for somebody's kneecaps when he's scored 9 yards into the end zone.
So a flag comes out. That will be a penalty assessed on the kickoff, and West Frankfort comes right back and grabs the lead after Benton had taken a 21-20 lead, and the Redbirds back in it now. And they lead it 26-21.
Wow, that happened quick, and it looked like it was going to be for nothing, and it turned into a 61-yard touchdown.
That was a busted play, yes. And Beery just threw the ball up for grabs. It looked like it was going to be intercepted, and Sales came out of nowhere and just happened to be in the right place at the right time when the ball was dropping, and he ran underneath it and then scampered down the sideline. So we'll wait and see. The penalty, I believe, will be assessed on the kickoff. West Frankfort 26-21. They lead Benton now with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Personal foul. Touchdown is good. And West Frankfort will try the point after. And they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, try to make it a 7-point lead instead of a 6. That way, a score and an extra point, you're still not losing.
It will be Beery under center with split backs. Handoff, McReynolds. I don't believe he got in. McReynolds did not get in, so that's the 3rd point after that West Frankfort has left on the field this afternoon. They got 1 2-point conversion, but they failed 3 other times on point after. So Benton will trail by 5, but Benton gets the football back. This game may come down to who has the ball last when the game ends as far as who wins it.
Yeah, you're right. It could be. It's the way these offenses are going. It just seems like the play calling and whatever they call down there, if you execute, it's going to work out for you.
So West Frankfort is able to score on a broken play on a pass that looked like it was going to be intercepted. It was just thrown up for grabs. It was in the middle of there was a half a dozen maroon jerseys in the middle where that ball came down, and somehow Sales ran through that collection of Benton players and grabbed the football and was off to the races. 26-21 with 4.5 to play. West Frankfort will
say this for Frankfort. You just asked, what will they do? What would they do after 2 straight scores by Benton? They come back. Give them credit. It looked like a busted play. Sales, I'm telling you right now, I'm not a coach by any stretch of the means. I'm getting Sales the ball often.
Yeah. With Hartley out especially, you got to get your other playmakers. So.
With the penalty on the kickoff, West Frankfort will kick it off from the Benton 45, 15-yard assessment on that kickoff to move the kickoff to the Benton side of the field. Deep for the Rangers. It's going to be George Stiles stands back at his own end zone. So Benton needs a good return here. Here's the kick. It's going to be out of the end zone, and Benton will start at the 20. And the Rangers will be 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 4.5 to go in the third.
Guys, look like we got an old-fashioned shootout going on.
I think we do, too. Looks like momentum had clearly shifted toward the Rangers after that score, but then a kind of a kind of a fluke play on that busted pass play where they just kind of threw it up for grabs. But West Frankfort, give them some credit. They had a receiver in that vicinity. Wow, big upset brewing there. Johnson City over Chester, 22-7. Here comes Kelly. Kelly. And down to the 30-yard line, pick up a 10. That's a big run there. Give the Rangers out of the shadow of their own goalpost. 22-7, Johnson City defeating Chester. That game's not over yet, but big lead. That's homecoming at Johnson City.
A lot of football going on, and see what the game right here. What I like about that, Jim, that first play, Kelly gets 10 yards. The offense is moving. See if they can keep the momentum going.
It'll be Page from the shotgun. Here's going to be Kelly again. And nothing doing there. I know this much. And it will be Kelly pushed back for a loss. West Frankfort claimed they had the ball popped out, but they said no, he was already down. But he loses yardage on that all the way back to the... He's going to get him back to the line of scrimmage on that somehow. Second and around 9. So Benton may have caught a break there on a snap. Here's Page back to throw. Got a man over the middle. Is Orr wide open, and the pass was a little low. A little underthrown. Tyler Orr was wide open over the middle. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Rangers. That had 6 points on it.
Yeah, and that's his first incomplete pass in his last 6 tries. So, you got a freshman out there. He's going to, throw one short every now and then. It's up to your offense now to get back, show it, tell him, let's get back in here, do it again.
You know what I like? Chuck it again.
Yeah.
3rd and 9, wide out, 2 near side, 1 far side. Daniel and Owens to the near side. Here is Hamilton Page back to throw. A lot of time now flushed out. Now may run with it. Still on his feet, cuts back in, and picks up about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be well short of the first down, and Benton's going to have to punt it away. So the Rangers are going to have to punt it away. They cannot move the chains on this drive.
You want to read that final?
66-27.
Wow. A lot of points for the Red Devils.
Wow. The Red Devils named 66 on the board today and beat Christopher at their homecoming game. 66-27.
Mike McKee's second career win now.
Second, 2 and 3 for the Red Devils under Mike McKee. Here is Jesse Van Orbeck going to punt it away. It could be blocked. It is blocked.
Oh, boy.
They blocked the football, and it will be West Frankfort football.
Uh-oh. Momentum.
We talked about special teams, guys. We talked about in the first half when Frankfort got that big punt return and scored a touchdown. Now look what happened.
And the blocked punt gives West Frankfort a 1st and 10 from the Benton 27-yard line. And as hard as the Rangers scratched and clawed to get back in the game and grab the lead, they're down by 1 score now. And West Frankfort threatening with the ball deep in Benton territory to make it a 2-touchdown lead again. Here is Berry under the center. Handoff's going to go to McReynolds. And he'll pick up yardage. He'll wait for the spot about the 23. They'll give him 3. Spot him at the 26. 23-yard line, pardon me. 2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7. Benton needs a turnover, or Benton needs a stop. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Here's Beery under center. Fumble. Loose football goes way back into the Benton territory, and the Rangers have it. The Rangers got it back. If I'd known I could have got a turnover that quick, because just as soon as I say Benton needs a turnover, I'd have said it a long time ago, Travis. I'm about to get biblical. After you shall receive. I'm thinking in my mind. Good week for me, man.
Yeah, that's a good week for you. You just said, can we get something happen to get it over?
Well,
George Severin is here. He'd have to pray for everything.
Not because you asked not. Well, I think what Dave Severin always told me. I think that's it. So in any event, Benton gets the football back and dodge a bullet for sure there.
Let's just go back. Pre-game, I said you need to win the turnover battle. Frankfort had it won so far. That's the first one Benton's got. Tied 1-1 right now in a close game. That's huge.
Benton deep in their own territory. And here's Hamilton Page. Takes it from the 10-yard line out to, from the 5-yard line is where Benton took possession. He'll take that to about the 12-yard line, so a pickup of about 7 by the freshman. Hamilton Page, who continues to impress.
Always opens up so many things when you get a big first down play. Instead of being hamstrung on what you can do, now it's second and short.
Absolutely. 2nd and 4 gives you a lot of different options out there as compared to 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Here's Page back to throw under pressure. Sidestep to the defender, got a man wide open, and ball was tipped away. Intended for Tyler Orr and knocked away by Pooley, I believe that was, for West Frankfort. Peyton Taylor.
I wish I had the little controller in my hand like our boys ought to play. Make them go back that way and get it. Go back that way and hit that one. Hit the X button. Yeah, hit the X and go that way.
3rd and 4 for the Rangers. Big play coming here. 1:30 to go in the third. Benton down by 5, 26-21. Page from the shotgun. Single back's going to be Golfinette. And Hamilton back to throw. Over the middle. First down yardage. And Orr dropped it. Orr dropped it. They're going to say incomplete pass. And it'll bring up 4th down.
And you know what? In Orr's defense, he got hit right in the sternum as soon as the ball got there. Tough play. Probably wasn't going to get the first down, even if he did catch the football. It's going to be punt time again for the Rangers. Let's see if they can get the punt away and not get this one blocked. They got to hold it. Their blocks a little bit long.
Van Orbeck will line up at his own goal line. It'll be Saley's and Hartley at the Benton 45. Here is Van Orbeck. Gets the punt away. It's a good one. It's going to be caught by Saley. Franklin's going to come out of this great field position. And he'll go down to about the 22-yard line.
You're putting a ton of pressure on your defense again. Your defense got a fumble last time. How many times, Jim, can you keep getting the ball if you're West Frankfort this close and not score?
Oh, I agree. That defense has been out there an awful lot today on a warm day. Got a West Frankfort player down. Looks like that could be a cramp, maybe the way they're working on him. 19-yard return by Staley, and West Frankfort will have 1st and 10 from the Benton 22. The Benton defense has done a good job today, but they've been called on one more time. We got a timeout for the injured player. That'll give me a chance to remind you that our timeouts are brought to you by STD Ray and Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop by and see John D. Aiken or Bob Wright. Give them a call, 439-7557. Also want to remind you, one of our sponsors here on Ranger Football is Edward Jones, located at 112 North DuQuoin Street in Benton. Call financial advisor Tim Millenbein at 618-438-8690. 618-438-8690 for all your investment needs, or you can visit online at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. That's Edward Jones. Tim Millenbein, your financial advisor. They are one of our sponsors here on Benton Ranger Football Action. And don't forget to join us after the game for our hard hit of the game. It'll be brought to you by Wilkins Auto Body, located right across the street from Rich Herron Gymnasium. That blue and white building right across the street from Rich Herron Gymnasium. Wilkins Auto Body, 618-435-9373. Wilkins Auto Body. They bring you our hard hit of the game. And that scoring update we gave you just a little earlier, Johnson State defeating leading Chester right now, 22-7. Brought to you by All Stars and Stitches, 418 East Main and Benton. Give Big Dave a call and ask about that incredible $5 T-shirt deal. All Stars and Stitches, one of our sponsors here. Here is pitch out. Going to be to McReynolds. He's going to be dropped for a big-time loss back there by Torres. All the way back to the 31-yard line. That's an 8-yard loss on that. They tried to pitch out. Didn't work that time. Torres read that one. He brought...
I ever tell you guys I like to get 6 on the field?
Yeah, I like it. Here's the thing. They were looking at Staley's knee like he could have something messed up with his knee. If that's the case, they got Hartley hampered by an injury that we've already seen here. They haven't went to him in a while on offense. Now with Staley's out, they're very limited.
2nd and 18 for the West Frankfort Redbirds. Brandon Beery will be handling the quarterback torch.
Timeout.
And West Frankfort wants the timeout. They burn a timeout. That'll be their first of the half. They've got 2 remaining. Timeouts are going to be a precious commodity in that fourth quarter in a game like this, 26-21. Frankfort leads it. This timeout brought to you by STD Ray & Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs for 103 years since 1911. 31 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Benton trailing West Frankfort 26-21 here on Homecoming 2014. Still lots of time to be played in this game, guys.
A ton of time here. The thing that worries me is, we've kind of stalled offensively now on a couple drives here starting the second half. We had one good one, but we stalled on a couple more. Frankfort seems like they may have a little momentum going. Let's see what kind of, what the outcome's going to be with a couple of their key players with injuries. See how they sustain anything for the rest of the game.
They had just started going to Staley's a bunch. He started making some big plays for him. He had the big touchdown, plus 60 yards on the TD score a few minutes ago. You're right. Hartley's hampered. You take Staley's out, McReynolds, I guess, becomes your main back to backfield now for the Redbirds.
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati 6-6 in the bottom of the eighth.
I love the Reds.
Come on, Reds.
I love the Reds.
Brandon Phillips. I love Brandon Phillips. Here is Brandon Beery. He rolls to his right. Lots of time. Looking, under pressure. Throws it, and there's nobody in the vicinity where he threw it.
Got it back to the line.
But he got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Good play by the quarterback. Smart. But good coverage by the secondary of the Ranger defense that time. Nobody open. It took forever. He rolled out to the right to try to find someone. No one ever became open. They were about to get sacked by Smith, the linebacker, and was just able to dump it off out of bounds.
All I can think of right now, Jim, is stay at home. It's 3rd and 18. Don't get sucked into something crazy like they've done twice.
The marker across the way says 4th, but I believe it's 3rd.
I'll take 4th.
They are changing it. It's 3rd down and 18. Big play coming up here. 3rd and 18 from the Benton 31. So we'll see what the Redbirds can come up with here. Benton needs a big defensive stop right here. And another timeout.
Another one?
Wow. That's not great time management, is it? When you're burning your timeout like that in the third quarter, they're down to 1 with still 23 seconds to go in the third. You might regret those 2 timeouts in a game as close as this one's going to be down the stretch here.
Yeah, I'm going to venture to say late in the fourth quarter, he's going to wish he had that one back.
He had to see something there that was pretty drastic, I think, to burn a timeout at that point. But Brian Berry's been around a long time.
Brian has. I think his son's backed up a little bit. He had to retie his shoe over there. He came down very awkward, pulled down out of bounds, and I think maybe he needs time to think about it. Let him get readjusted a little bit. It might be one of the biggest plays in this ball game. You'd hate for him probably throwing down, not be 100%, maybe give him some time.
3rd down and 18. How about the Rangers getting an interception here?
Well, you asked for a fumble and it happened. Can you get a pick six? You ask for a pick six? Lord.
Why not? You're going to be a Bear, be a Grizzly. Let's ask for the pick six. What do you think, guys?
Explain us what's taking you so long to ask.
Yes, that's the first half.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Justin's the way I look at this. 26-21, the Rangers trail. It's Beery back out of the shotgun. Wideouts everywhere. 3 far side, 1 near side. Here is Beery. Wings it out. And good. Overthrown, out of bounds, incomplete. And it brings up 4th down and 18.
Nice job by Sid Pace getting the football over there.
Chase Owens knocking it away from Hartley on the old jump ball play by the quarterback. He just throws it up to Hartley's area. Please go get it. Number 10 is what he was saying as soon as he threw it. Owens was able to come over there and break it up at the last minute. I think West Frankfort's going to end up punting this football and trying to play that field position game.
Absolutely. At the worst, they punt it into the end zone and bring it back out to the 20. So it's at the 31. We'll see what they do here, whether they go for it or it'd be 11 yards difference. It's at 31 now. They're going to go for it.
If I ever said before, please stay at home.
Yeah.
And it'll be Beery from the shotgun, 2 each side on the wideouts. Here is Beery under pressure, wings it out and incomplete, and that had disaster all over it as McDaniel came up from behind. That ball was a little underthrown, or he'd have had that one down the sideline. But in any event, the Rangers defense holds. Benton will take possession of the ball again in decent field position at their own 31 with 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And we're geared up, guys, for a wild fourth quarter here.
Yeah, no 23 on the field offensively and no number 10 at 100%. It showed on the last few plays right there.
It did. How about the defense, guys?
Here's Page, the freshman with the ball, going to run with it all the way. Hamilton cuts back. Hamilton's got some room. Cross midfield. And out of bounds at the West Frankfort 39-yard line. That is a pickup of 37 yards by the freshman Hamilton Page all the way down to the West Frankfort 37-yard line. We still got 5 seconds to go in the third.
What a run, Jimbo. What a run.
That was run all the way. He never hesitated. That was a design play.
They're blocked by Goffin out the backfield, too, to spring it.
That's going to end our third quarter of play. We have got a dandy going here on Homecoming 2014. 26-21, West Frankfort leads it. Benton threatening back to Tabor Field in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Travis Severin, sales manager for U.S. Bank Home Mortgage in Southern Illinois. We all know how important it is in football to have great coverage in your secondary, and we feel the same with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage. In Southern Illinois, if you're buying your first home or anything in between, we've got you covered. If you live in Southern Illinois, our team has you covered with Becky Clifton in Centralia, Karen Pelker in Mount Vernon, Nani Moore in Benton, and Kathy Lober and Carla Grant in Marion. With the variety of loan programs we offer, coverage is our specialty. U.S. Bank Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Benton Junior Football Association would like to thank the following businesses for their support: Wyant Surveying, Abbott's 24-Hour Towing, Hobbs Services, Kurt Irwin Construction, AP Excavating, State Bank of Whittington, Q106, Pop's Barbecue, Positive Impressions, Midwest Excavating, Bit Brokers International, Aikens Auto Salvage, RLC Bit Service, Mid-Country Bank, and Gajewski Bulldozing. The Benton Junior Football Association thanks you for your support.
Back to Benton Ranger Football on Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field, and Hamilton Page runs the first play of the fourth quarter, takes it out to they'll spot him at the 37, pickup of 2, and bring up 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8, and Benton certainly in 4-down territory. We're in the fourth quarter. Here is Page, single back is Golfinette, wide outs 2 each side. Here's going to be a handoff, Golfinette, nothing doing. West Frankfort read that, did a good job, and stacked Golfinette up at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
I'm just thankful, guys. If you saw the handoff, the ball was stuck on his hip. I'm just thankful the thing didn't squirt out of there. That ball never really got to him. So hyper-critical now in the fourth quarter. Hold on to the ball.
3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. 2 big plays coming here for Benton. Ball at the 37. Here is Page, another handoff. Golfinette again takes it across the 35 to the 34, and he's going to be about 4 yards short, it appears, maybe 5 yards.
They're not even hesitating. They're going.
Now, listen, last 2 carries for Hamilton Page just put him over the 100-yard mark on the ground.
Wow.
So it'll be a 3rd down. 4th down, pardon me. 4th and 6, big play coming up here. 4th and 6, Page back to throw under pressure, wings it out, and incomplete. Incomplete. Hamilton Page under pressure. Saley's was blitzing, and the Rangers turn it over on downs. It'll be West Frankfort taking over at their own 34-yard line.
I kind of go to hot read right there. It looked like Hayes all the way, but he didn't have a chance to turn around. Page had to throw the ball. It was that or get sacked. He had to chuck it. Hayes wasn't done with his route. Nothing you could do with that.
1st and 10 for the Redbirds. 10:30 to play in the ball game. Benton trailing 26-21.
And that tackle by Hartley on Page over here is pretty big right now. He saved a touchdown.
Beery under center.
False start.
And false start by West Frankfort will push it back 5 yards.
Saley's back in the backfield.
Yep.
Saley's back in the game. So that'll push it back to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 1st down and 15.
How much in a game like this where it's 83 degrees, these kids normally don't play on a Saturday afternoon, they play on Friday night. How much does that start to affect you in the fourth quarter of a game?
I think so, and I'm surprised we haven't seen more cramping situations than what we have this afternoon, because normally on a day like this, you're going to see some of that, but you're right. I think the heat and the fact that Benton defense has been on the field a lot today. 1st and 15 for the Redbirds from the 30. Beery will line up in the shotgun, 2 wide outs each side. Beery, handoff to McReynolds, and he tries to get to the outside. Brought down out there, and a flag comes in from 40 yards away. We'll wait and see.
I'm hoping Hetty behind me's got the right call because Justin thinks it's one call and Hetty thinks it's a different one. I'm going to take your answer, Justin. Justin Head, not Justin Klein. Yeah, Hetty, yeah, I like your call better.
Holding on West Frankfort.
Ooh, J-Dub wanted a face mask over here, and Hetty wanted to hold.
I just looked at the way that McReynolds' head went down when he was going down for the tackle. It kind of looked like a hand was on it.
So that'll move it back. We'll wait for the official spot here and get you lined up on where the ball is at. 10:23 remaining in the football game. Benton trailing 26-21. They walk off the holding penalty, takes it all the way back to the 27-yard line, where it's going to be first down and 18. First and 18 for the Redbirds. First and 18. Back at 27. 10 minutes remaining in the football game. Rangers trailing 26-21. Beery under center. Pitch out's going to go, and they're going to run that halfback option. They're going to wing it out, and could be intercepted. It is. Chase Owens, they went to the well one too many times. They tried that same play. Chase Owens said, not again. You're not going to do that again. And Spears again was the intended receiver, and Chase Owens said, and he steps in front, picks that one off, and the Rangers with good field position. Here we go again.
Now, with that turnover, Benton takes a 2-1 lead in the turnover battle, and now you keep that turnover battle in your favor. You score right here. You keep the momentum going in throughout the fourth quarter, and I think Benton comes out here with a win if they can get on the scoreboard right here.
Page from the shotgun. Golfinette single back. Bruce Hayes in the slot to the right. Here is Golfinette. Cuts back to the middle and pushes his way forward down near midfield to about the 50-yard line. They may spot him at the 50. So a pickup of about 5 will bring up 2nd and 5.
Good job of blocking that time by your line. Great job of running that time by Nick Golfinette. Straight ahead. Steamrolls it. Gets 5 yards. I'll take that on every play.
9.5 to play in the ball game. Rangers down by 5, 26-21. Here's Hamilton Page. And Golfinette cuts back up. Good yardage again. Down close to the first down marker. Going to be about a half a yard short. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and less than a yard. 3rd and less than a yard from my vantage point. They will mark it at 3rd and 1, but it'll be less than a yard, perhaps 2 feet for the first down. And a 3rd down situation. Benton's in 4-down territory, in Frankfort territory. Hamilton Page under center, pushes the pile.
Fumble.
And I don't think he got it.
He didn't get the first, but we did get the ball back.
How many times can I say it, guys? We said it, and since I said it, both teams have turned it over.
Spot him back at the 46-yard line. They've got to get just beyond the 45, so it's a yard and a half. They may have lost a half a yard on that 3rd down, so it's 4th down. Big play coming here. 4th and 1. Benton needs 1 to keep this drive alive. Clock running 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Here's Page. Hamilton.
Oh, no, ground calls that.
Ground can't cause a fumble. Who made the hit, guys? Who for West Frankfort just stepped up and laid the pop?
I think Hartley was there.
And Benton turns it over on downs again. The Rangers cannot convert on another 4th down play, and West Frankfort will take over in good field position at the 45. Wow. How many opportunities do you get, guys, in a situation like this?
Well, hopefully we get a couple more.
I'm hoping too, but the defense has been out there a lot. All I know is football is when sometimes guys make big plays, you got to take your hat off. The Frankfort player made a heck of a play.
The Rangers came out about a half a yard short of that first down. 8:16, still lots of time left in this game, but Benton has got to get a stop here. West Frankfort will send 2 wideouts to each side. Loose football, picked up, and somehow Beery gets away, gets to the outside and down the sideline, all the way down to the 20-yard line on what should have been a busted play.
Goes from a loss of 5 to a pickup of 35.
He lost the handle on the football, picked it back up. You look like he's going to get sacked in the backfield, somehow gets to the outside, turns the corner, and then rumbles down all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 35 yards on a busted play.
It's just one of them situations where the ball comes free, all the defenders, now their focus turns on the football. Okay, now it bounces right back up to him like a basketball. Now everybody's out of position. He turns and runs 35 yards.
That ball could bounce a dozen different ways, and it bounces right back up into his hands. Just as it looked like a basketball bouncing back into his hands.
Biggest stand of the day for defense, Jim. Got to do something.
Here is going to be McReynolds. Pushes the pile to about the 15-yard line. 7.5 to play. Can the Rangers hold one more time? Benton offense has just been unable to move the football. It'll be interesting to see how many 4th and short, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and 3 that Benton has had today that couldn't convert. Ball is spotted at the 15. 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6 for the Redbirds. They'll send 2 wide out to the near side, 2 far sides. McReynolds in the backfield. Here is McReynolds. Handoff from Beery. Nothing doing there. Big hit there by Peyton Smith, who came up and leveled McReynolds.
Did he fill the hole, Jim?
Yeah, I'd say he did.
Quickly.
Back to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. They're in 4-down territory. West Frankfort has 1 timeout remaining. They lead 26-21, 6.5 to play in the ball game. Beery from the shotgun.
They've only got 1 timeout left, too. Beery's out on the field.
Play clock at 8. And counting. Here is Beery from the shotgun. Pitches it out to McReynolds. And nothing doing there. As he gets back to about the line of scrimmage, it's going to bring up 4th down for the Redbirds.
This is your season right here, Rangers. This is your season. 4th and 4, 4th and 5. 1 more stand. Give it 110% on this play right here. Give your offense back to football and see what you do with it.
Give the offense 1 more chance. I think you're exactly right. I think 5.5 to play. So think the play of the game right now. This is the big play of the game. If West Frankfort gets the first down here, it's 4th and 5.
Well, I'm Beery. I used my last time out here to draw off the perfect play.
2 on each side, wide out. Here's Beery from the shotgun. McReynolds is a single back, and they are going to burn their last time out.
Is headset or what?
Ryan Beery will use up his last time out. Benton has all 3 remaining.
I see him on Facebook, actually. He got it.
And it will be a timeout to the West Frankfort Redbirds. Timeout brought to you by F.D. Ray and Sons Insurance. They have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop by and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. For all your insurance needs, that is S.D. Ray Insurance, serving Southern Illinois' insurance needs for 103 years. Here's your game clock. 5:32 to play in the ball game. Benson trails West Frankfort 26-21. 26-21 is our score. West Frankfort, when we return to action, they have the ball deep in Benton territory at the 15-yard line. But they're facing a 4th down and 5. 4th and 5. So, guys, clearly, this is, as you said, Justin, no exaggeration in that this is the ball game right here. If West Frankfort gets the first down, they have a chance to grind it on in. Benton can stop them, and the Rangers get a backward chance. Trailing by 5, certainly still in this ball game.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at Staley. You've got to look at Hartley right here. They're their studs. You're going to ride them to the very end. This is their season right here. If they can get it in and get a W here today, it extends their season.
Here's Beery. And going to wing it out and in place. Stop down flag.
Through the flag.
Oh, my gosh.
Must have had that offhand ripping around his back side. Pulled the receiver down.
That's tough. Yeah, that's a tough call. 2 touchdowns called back, and now certainly a questionable pass interference call inside the 10-yard line. Now they're going to confer.
That ball was tipped. It's a different story.
Yeah, it's true.
And that ball was tipped.
Was it tipped at the line of scrimmage?
Or was it tipped at the line of scrimmage? It's a different story.
Yeah, if it's tipped at the line of scrimmage, that's
Benton players are reacting, so I think they're going to change it.
Yeah,
that ball was tipped. Wow, they're saying inadvertent flag, and now West Frankfort's not very happy.
Brian Beery, you can't blame the guy. I mean, we're ecstatic up Benton side on their side. Just thinking, wait a minute, now we've got a new set of downs. Salt this game away.
I think we'll have to get a a ruling on that from an official, but I think the fact the ball was tipped might have made the difference in that call.
Now, unless they're saying that Owens tipped it before he grabbed back of the receiver, then that's also the same rule. It is tipped by a lineman or anybody before the infraction takes place.
Here's the situation in front of Benton. Benton's got 85 yards to go. They trail by 5, 26-21. Benton with a 1st and 10 from its own 15. Here's going to be a handoff to Golfinette, and nothing doing there. And
on our side, another flag from too.
Flag on this side going to be against Benton.
Hey, the question is, where's Kelly at? Steve hurt in the second half. We haven't seen him at all.
Now they've gone back to Golfinette. I'm looking to see where he's at down
I haven't
the
seen
field.
his jersey on the sidelines all in the second half.
So they move it back 5 yards, and they'll move it back to the 10-yard line, which makes the task at hand just a little tougher on the Benton Rangers. 5:23 to play. Rangers trailing 26-21. The freshman Hamilton Page in his quarterback spot. He's from the shotgun. Back to throw. In trouble. Wings it out and complete. Here is McDaniel. He's going to get it back out maybe to the line of scrimmage, and Hamilton Page somehow avoided disaster on that. They looked like they had him back there with no escape.
Yeah,
but it's 2nd and 13.
You got to be extremely careful when you drop it back into the end zone like that. Tackled in the end zone, safety, 2 points.
So it clearly looked like disaster, and Benton picked up a couple. Here's Page from the shotgun, 3 wide out to the near side. They look under pressure. Gets away, still on his feet, wings it out. Got a man open. He caught. That is the Rangers. That's Cole Richardson, and a big flag on the play. We'll see what that is.
It's face mask. Jim, can I say this real quick? The kid almost gets sacked in the end zone again, folks. He's running to his left, Jim, and chucked it 40 yards in the air.
Unbelievable. What a performance. What a performance, period. When you factor in he's a freshman, that just changes the whole complexion of it right there. Freshmen are not supposed to perform this way at varsity football. He's just had a whale of a game.
He out the defender, folks. He threw that ball 40 yards in the air. He's right hand running to his left, across his body, and threw a laser.
Now the ball down to the 35-yard line, 4.5 to play. Benton threatening. 1st and 10 Rangers from the West Frankfort 35. Benton down by 5. A touchdown would give Benton a 1-point lead.
Place is coming alive, Bo.
Hamilton Page walking behind his offensive line and shouting out instructions. Single back, it's Golfinette. Here's the snap, here's Golfinette. Touched off the left side and picked up yardage down to about the 33. We'll give him 2, 2nd and 8. Clock running, 4:25. Benton has all 3 timeouts. West Frankfort has none.
Expect anything less? Benton Frankfort?
This doesn't look like an 0-4 and 1-3 team, does it? The way the competition level here and the
both teams are playing their hearts out. I say that.
Here's Page with an empty backfield. Now Golfinette moves into the slot to the right side. Wide out to each side. Here is Hamilton, and too much time?
Yeah.
Delay of game on the Rangers.
Justin, I know Chip said it a million times. Penalties we have now.
Too many.
Lot?
9. That's 10 right there.
And I think the inopportune times that they're coming, like right now, you're on a drive, you've got a 2nd down and 7, so now you get a 5-yard penalty, now you've got a 2nd down and 12.
Changes the complexion of the
Absolutely.
play.
This is a football back to the 37-yard line, but that's the West Frankfort 37. Golfinette in the backfield. He's single back. Hamilton Page is the quarterback. 2 wide out to the right side. Page rolls to the right. Across the middle, incomplete. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Cruz Hayes. And it brings up 3rd down and long. 3rd and 12 for the Rangers. Benton's in 4-down territory. Benton's got to get the 1st down, though, to keep this drive alive.
Not only the drive, your season. This is your season right here. If you're a Ranger, I mean, you lose this game, you got to think the playoffs are close to being done.
3rd down and 12. We'll see what Benton does here. 2 wide out to the near side. Cole Richardson and Chase Owens. McDaniels to the right side. Page looking. Wings it out and intercepted.
Saley.
And that was Kyle Saley.
No, 28, Jim.
That is Taylor, Peyton Taylor, I believe it's his name. Let me check and see.
Yeah.
That is Peyton Taylor for West Frankfort on the interception. And that is a dagger right there. 3:48 to play. Redbirds without any timeout.
Benton has 3.
Benton has flirted with this, with trying to grab the lead. It seems like half a dozen times here in the second half in West Frankfort territory, and just can't seem to get over the hump. Here's Beery, pitches it out.
Oh, here we go.
To the Grinnell. Oh, football! Loose football. I think Benton handled it. Yeah, Benton handled it back.
What?
Oh, they're going to say went out of bounds, I believe.
Mark Torres in, making a big hit late in the game. You can count on him to be there.
It was a pitch out to McGrinnell to the near side, to the far side of the field, and the ball bobbled loose on the hit, and looked like the Benton had it, but it squirted out of bounds. But West Frankfort loses yardage. They lose about 7 yards on that play. So it's second down and 17. Second and 17. They've got to get to the 46-yard line for a first down. The ball is spotted at the 29. Beery from the shotgun. Single back is going to be a more and another bump. We'll see here. Benton saying they have it. The official has it signaled. We'll wait.
Come on.
High drama here at Tabor Field, and
are they? We gave it back to
Redbirds have it. Benton said they had it, but the official said no. But the ball now back.
Clock's running too, guys. Think about that.
Ball back now to the 25-yard line, where it's third down and 20.
You duck under 3 minutes of the game.
Third and 20. Got to hold them here and get them to make them punt the football back to you. You're still going to have a couple minutes, beyond 2 minutes, and 3 timeouts remaining. Here is Beery from the shotgun. Look, West Frankfort has flirted with disaster. And intercepted. Intercepted by Cole Richardson. He goes to the left side, still on his feet. Cole still on his feet, pushes ahead and down to the 25-yard line. My goodness, what a game.
I don't understand the play call there, but I like it. Why are you throwing the football in that situation right there? Run it right up the middle, punt it deep, make Benton go 80 yards in 2 minutes.
And it throw it into a crowd. Throw it into a crowd. Looked like a team four for the Benton. He was thrown into, and Cole Richardson stepped in and took it back down. And we'll wait for the spot here. Benton's got great field position, 2:20 to go in the game, and 3 timeouts.
That is the most ferocious defensive stand I've seen by this Rangers team all year long. They wanted that football more than any time I've seen them this year, and they got it back. If you want something, go get it.
I like the fight this defense has had, Jim, the second half.
26-21. Rangers trail. 2:20 to go in the game. Benton on the interception by Cole Richardson will take over at the West Frankfort 25-yard line. So Benton was 25 yards away, actually 24 yards away from grabbing the lead here in this game. We are set for a wild finish here at Tabor Field. Here's Coffin on the handoff from Tate. Gets to the outside, now cuts back, takes it inside the 25 to about the 23, pickup of a couple. 2:10 and counting on the fourth quarter clock. Rangers trying to pull out a homecoming win here over cross-county rival West Frankfort. We're under 2 minutes. Offense single back. Cruz Hayes in the slot to the right. Here's Page. Hamilton on a reverse. Here is Stiles, and nothing to it. They tried a little reverse and tried to get it to Stiles, cut back against the grain. He loses yardage, loses 4, back to the 27. And Benton burns a timeout. Benton will take a timeout, facing a 3rd down and 12 now. 3rd and 12 with 1:39 to go. 3rd and 12. But the key thing here is it's not so much the distance for the first down. 1:39 on the fourth quarter clock. Benton down by 5. Benton's got to have a touchdown to try and win this football game.
Guys, this is Mark Torres time, Travis. I know you've been calling for it. You've got to get your best at. I know you've been trying to save him a little bit on offense, but you know, when does winning the game become a priority here? You got to get him in the game. It's about 3 plays, and then he can sit for a week. Get him in there somehow. Play.
Sean used to say, "Just get me the dang ball." And I'm going to say right now, never coached a lick of football in my life. I almost throw the ball at 90 mile an hour, 6 for 7 guys if I have to.
139 remaining in the game. 139 remaining. Benton with 2 timeouts remaining and facing a 3rd down and 12.
He's not an option, so now you're going to think Cruz, Hayes, Chase Owens.
Yeah.
Cole Richardson's got to be probably going getting the ball. Maybe Trey McDaniel's him.
Clay Kelly back in the game. He's single back. Page from the shotgun. Snap. Hamilton rolls to his right. Looking. And goes down. Sacks. And all the way back to the 35-yard line is Hamilton Page. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and mile for the Rangers.
There was a quick glimpse there. Justin said Cruz. And you never know. Here's the thing. Now it's 4th and 20 minutes to go in the game. You got to do something big.
Clock running. Stayed in bounds. Clock still running at 1:05. 4 is in the game. And Benton uses another timeout with 1:05 to play. Timeout brought to you by FCD Ray and Sons Insurance. Serving your insurance needs since 1911. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Let's give you the game clock and set the situation for you here at Tabor Field. 1:05 remains in the game. 65 seconds remain. Rangers down 26-21. When we return to play, Benton will be faced with a 4th down and 20. 4th and 20 from the West Frankfort 35-yard line. Benton has to get to the 15-yard line for a 1st down. So a 4th down and 20. So certainly we're looking at something here that's got a big gainer in it, because you've got to have 20 to keep this drive alive and keep this game still yet in the realm of possibility of pulling out the win.
I'm sure you guys have thinking about it. Here's my take. Give your receiver a chance. Line, give Hamilton a chance to get a throw out there. But the flag becomes big here. Even if you can't catch it, maybe you can get a call or something, Justin. Just anything to get one of these guys a chance for a play or a flag or something.
We'll see if West Frankfort, how they react defensively, too. Earlier on a 4th and long, they sent the house and got Page on a sack. Here comes the blitz. Page rolls to his right, cleans it out. Got a man incomplete. And the Rangers are in a little trouble now. West Frankfort will take over on downs with no timeout, but with a 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. And let me say this, if Benton does not come back and pull this one out, they have had their chances. They have had numerous chances in this football game to pull this one out. Right now, Benton with his back against the wall. West Frankfort will take a knee. Benton still has 1 timeout.
Call this the old victory formation.
And Beery will take a knee, and then they'll let the game clock run down. Benton can stop the clock 1 time. Clock running at 40 seconds. Second down. They'll let the play clock run down. It's on 12 right now. Game clock on 27. Beery will let it run down all he can before he takes the knee. Game clock on 4. And he'll take the knee at 2 seconds. Game clock is 15. West Frankfort's going to win it. The final score is going to be 26-21. West Frankfort ends Benton's 6-year reign as the winner of the annual Saturday afternoon matchup. Benton had won 6 in a row. West Frankfort adds 1 to their belt. They pull back within. We'll say they cut the margin to 50 wins against 47 wins for West Frankfort and 2 ties. So this was a 99 matchup. We'll be doing it next year for the 100th time. Benton loses this game. 26-21 is the final. West Frankfort picks up the first win of the year. Benton drops to 1-4, and West Frankfort improves to 1-4. Let's get a break in, and we'll come back and wrap things up here on our post-game show.
It's not easy to decide what you want to be when you grow up, even if you're well into adulthood. so many options. Firefighter, welder, miner, nurse, artist, chef, police, architect, and more. Red Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs. And now you can find the one that fits at the RLC Open House on Thursday, October 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Ina campus. Still not sure what you want to be? Be a warrior. See you at the Open House on Thursday evening, October 9th from 6 till 8 at the RLC campus in Ina.
We're looking to expand our business.
So we went to U.S. Bank for some financial solutions.
Luckily, they had the 19-employee, location-expanding, future vending machine-owning business package.
They kind of invented it for us.
U.S. Bank offers custom financial solutions for your business, from startup to expansion and beyond. Visit your local branch today. U.S. Bank, all of us serving you. Subject to normal credit approval and program guidelines. Some restrictions and fees may apply. See your banker for more information. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank, National Association, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, plaques, or trophies, give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois, 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
The Benton Junior Football Association would like to thank the following businesses for their support: Wyant Surveying, Abbott's 24-Hour Towing, Hobbs Services, Kurt Irwin Construction, AP Excavating, State Bank of Whittington, Q106, Pop's Barbecue, Positive Impressions, Midwest Excavating, Bit Brokers International, Aikens Auto Salvage, RLC Bit Service, Mid-Country Bank, and Gajewski Bulldozing. The Benton Junior Football Association thanks you for your support.
Rock bottom prices and speedy delivery. That's Jesse Drew Rocket Material. Decorative landscaping, driveway rock, topsoil, sand, mulch, or lime. Jesse Drew Rocket Material has what you need to turn your yard into a place where you can relax and be the envy of your neighbors. Jesse Drew Rocket Material also spreads dirt and mulch with their Bobcats so you don't have to. Transform your yard or drive into something you've always imagined. Call Jesse Drew Rocket Material at 927-7857. 927-7857.
Tired of feeling just like another number at the big box store pharmacies? Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy takes the time to get to know patients on a first-name basis, understand your needs, explain medications, answer any questions you might have, and maintain a great relationship with your third-party insurance, Medicare, or Illinois Public Aid card. Really, it's the prompt professional service and free delivery in the Benton West City area that really set Kimmel Chaplin apart from all the others. Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy, inside the Benton Medical Center on Bailey Lane.
Back to Benton Rangers football on your high school sports connection, Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field. A disappointing ending to this homecoming game today as Benton has their chances down the stretch, but the Rangers just can't convert, and they lose this one. A heartbreaker, 26-21, the final. Benton trailed by 2 touchdowns, actually took the lead at 21-20, but West Frankfort got a touchdown late in the game, and it was a big win for the West Frankfort Redbirds as they celebrate in the center of the field. Brian Beery just got the Gatorade bucket, that big win, as they grab back that traveling trophy that's been in Benton for 6 years. So certainly a disappointing loss for Benton, but West Frankfort certainly celebrating their first win of the season here at the expense of the Benton Rangers this afternoon. Justin, your thoughts on the game and some stats?
You know, it didn't turn out like I was thinking. You know, I thought the offense was going to come out and click just a little bit better than it did. We had our chances, like you said. We just weren't able to get over the hump as far as getting in the end zone. We moved the ball well. It's just, you know, storyline of the year, though, so far. It's just when we get closer to the end zone, it's almost like everybody tenses up a little bit and nothing works. So, you know, give a lot of credit to Frankfort. They came in here, they played hard, they played their hearts out, and they played like it was, the World Series championship of football, and it is to them. And it should be. When Frankfort comes over here and when we go over there, it should mean a ton, and they acted like it does today.
26-21 is the final. Our post-game show, of course, being brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. If you need dirt, fill, sand, rock, mulch, or lime, the place to go is Jesse Drew Rock and Material in Benton. Give them a call today. 618-927-7857. That's Jesse Drew Rock and Material, our post-game sponsor here on Benton Ranger Football. The Rangers lose this one 26-21. We got any stats for the game, Justin, we can talk about, and then we'll get ready to wrap her up.
Absolutely. West Frankfort first, victorious Redbirds. Hartley came in, got 3 carries, all in the first half, got 11 yards. Let's see. McReynolds was the big man today, 16 carries. The stats aren't going to blow you away. 23 yards, but he had a 2-yard touchdown run, but a lot of great runs late. Foley had 4 carries for some negative yardage. Beery, some nice carries there in the second half, able to get 38 yards total on the day. Hartley with a reception for 12. Spears with a 46-yard touchdown reception. Saley's with a 61-yard touchdown reception. So able to get some stuff going in the air. And also the Bartoni kid had a 30-yard interception return for a touchdown on the West Frankfort defense. On the offensive side for the Rangers, it was Clay Kelly adding 15 carries for 66 yards. Cruz Hayes had a carry for 2 yards. Goffinette had 11 carries for 41 yards. Kulik put in 2 carries for 8 yards. Hamilton Page, the high man on the day, he had over 100 until they lost big yardage on a scramble play, but he had 14 carries for 94 yards, 21-yard touchdown, and a 3-yard touchdown. Stiles had 2 carries for 7 yards. On the receiving and passing end of it, McDaniel had 3 receptions for 57 yards, and one of them happened to be a 51-yard touchdown catch. Hayes, 2 receptions, 15 yards. Richardson, one catch for 47 yards. Van Horbeck, 1 catch for 26 yards. Owens, 1 catch for 3 yards. Torres, 1 catch for 17 yards. Stat-wise, I thought you look down this piece of paper and you think, man, Benton should have won that football game. But you know what? We got to the 30-yard lines, and it's almost like, or even closer sometimes. It's almost like we stalled. Whatever the cause may be, however it happened, we just stalled out. Frankfort just played a little bit bigger, a little bit better in the end. They come out here with a win.
And when you're beaten by 5 points and you have 2 touchdowns called back and also stall out inside the 1, that has to make you a little bit sick at the stomach. Just with all that factored in, and you're that close to the other team. But that wasn't the way it was supposed to be. Here today, the Redbirds win this one 26-21. Let's get one more quick break in, then we'll come back to Tabor Field and wrap this one up. 26-21. West Frankfort wins it back in 60 seconds.
Some of us put our life savings under the mattress, while others use a coffee can. For a safe and valuable means of saving your money that you would like to pass on someday to someone special, talk to SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton about single premium whole life insurance. You will immediately increase the amount you can leave to your heirs without any negative tax implications. Sound too good to be true? Call SCD Ray & Sons, your Pekin Insurance Agency, at 439-7557 for all the exciting and valuable details of single premium whole life insurance.
If you want a huge selection without a huge price, get to Weeks in Benton for the model year-end clearance event going on now. 2015s are arriving daily, so we must move all remaining 2014s. Find the vehicle you want at a price you can afford with 7 brands to choose from. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Polaris, and Victory motorcycles. Now is definitely the time to buy, as there will be huge deals on all 2014 models. That's Weeks in Benton, north of town but south on the price. Back to Benton Ranger Football on Q106.
Welcome back to Tabor Field. 26-21. West Frankfort wins this one. I want to remind you another of our sponsors here on Benton Ranger Football. Skibo Family Eye Care, located at 4200 Ilberry Road in Mount Vernon. Skibo Family Eye Care, where they accept most major vision and medical insurance plans, including VSP, IMAD, Medicare, and Blue Cross Blue Shield for all your eye care needs. Make an appointment with Dr. Emily Miner Skibo at Skibo Family Eye Care, 4200 Ilberry Road in Mount Vernon. Give them a call today at 618-242-6338. That's 618-242-6338, or visit online at SkiboFamilyEyeCare.com. Also, our hard hit of the game today. Hard hit of the game brought to you by Wilkins Auto Body. Wilkins Auto Body. They want you to know you have rights. Don't let your insurance company tell you where to take your car. Take it to the name you know and trust. Take it to the professionals. Take it to Wilkins Auto Body. That's Wilkins Auto Body, located on East Main Street in Benton, in that blue and white building right across the street from Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Give Wilkins Auto Body a call, 618-435-9373. Our hard hit of the game, we decided Chase Owens. We're going to split between Chase Owens and Cole Richardson today.
Okay.
Both those players defensively helped keep Benton in the game. So big games today for Cole and for Chase Owens. Cole Richardson and Chase Owens, they are Wilkins Auto Body hard hit of the game.
Yeah, and you know what? We give that award not for the huge hit of the game, but just somebody who steps up and plays big in big-time situations. That, you know, the interceptions they came up with late in the second half put Benton's offense in a spot where they could have scored some points. Didn't work out that way. The way they played today gave us all the chance in the world to win the game.
And so that wraps things up from Tabor Field. The Rangers lose the homecoming game here this year. 26-21 is the final. For our engineers back at the studio, for Dylan Snyder, who's turned in an excellent day for WQRL, both on Saturday Morning Talking Sports and here on the Benton Ranger matchup against West Frankfort. Dylan, of course, is working as an intern and learning the ropes in the engineering department, and we certainly appreciate his fine work. Also to Ashley Bites, and for Justin Wyant, and for Travis Severin. I'm Jim Muir, and I'm speaking for all the good folks at Dana Communication. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast today as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. With that said, again, the final score from Tabor Field, West Frankfort 26, Benton 21. So long, have a great rest of your evening, and God bless you.